It's being played on every radio station in the United States is a communication to the children to take a trip, to cop out, to groove. The psychedelic jackets on the record albums.
This is a special question. We don't want you to smoke genetically modified ganja. We want you to smoke the real thing.
Me?
We want you to smoke the natural herb.
Sweet.
Some call it marijuana.
Sweet.
Some call it medicine. Some call it transfer. Some people call it honey.
Welcome to another professionally done Adam Dunn show. Absolutely no mistakes ever on the intro.
Never.
We never double up on
Why
our
would we do that?
No, we would never do that.
No.
No, never.
Because this
never.
is Dave's birthday. This is
Today's episode.
on Dave's
of How
birthday.
Fucked
Oh,
Up
actually,
is
no. It's
Fucked Up.
wait, his birthday was when? Oh, it's over, bro.
Yeah.
We
It's
you
too
have to
late.
be nice to him then.
Oh, his birthday's over, man.
This is very
That's
nice.
fucked up.
That's the only way Mark got to use that line twice tonight. Once
Adam's
before
line.
we
It
were
was
on.
Adam's line first, and I started.
Adam's
We
line.
doubled, we tripled that one.
Tripled it.
Tripled it up.
You love me. You know it.
So we have Dave's birthday, which means we have a huge lineup of guests. And right now, it's quiet, all quiet on the Western Front, but I have a feeling the
Not
studio is going to
for long.
get packed.
It's going to
with
get bumping.
It's going to get bumped.
Not for long.
So we've got Mr. Mike. Alanya.
Yeah. How do we? Alanya?
Alanya.
You got it.
Alanya. So it's lasagna without the luz.
Yes.
Go show.
No lulls.
It's your birthday. We go party
your
like
birthday.
It's your birthday.
So we're bringing in Michelin chefs basically for your birthday. That's what. That's what. it
Thank
comes
you,
down
thank
to.
you, thank you, thank
That's
you.
how
So
we
we
do
do.
around here. That's how we do.
Thank you.
And he's brought us this time well labeled 50 mil. These are all 50.
They were always well labeled.
I know. Well, not to us.
You know.
No, the problem is when you take them out of the container and then you don't know what's in there.
totally.
You're like, whoo,
With free for all.
Yeah, with
How
the
was that, Dave? By the way,
What do you mean?
that,
what are you
that
talking
last
about?
show.
You were on the show before?
Exactly.
Oh, it was horrible. No, it wasn't horrible. It was a lot of fun. What was the total? I think I ate like 450 milligrams.
Something like that.
Yeah. Well, when you're eating them and you're thinking that they're 10 milligrams and they're 5 times that, it's my own fault.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry about
And what was the one that you were pointing out today? This one.
that. Snoozeberry. That's our new sleep gummy.
So what is there? CBN in it too?
No, interesting. There's not CBN. It's actually the passion flower extract.
Is that what's that makes you sleep?
Flower of the fruit. Yep. And I would compare it to like CBD, but it doesn't dilute the high. Right? So
Got
it's going
it.
to reduce your anxiety, but it's not going to. You're still going to get high.
Gonna see. This is how we're gonna go. This is 10 milligrams. They'll go right there.
Oh, you're actually looking
Yeah.
this
Okay.
thing?
So
Good job.
that one, this one,
That's the same. And then
is
you have
also
3 of the
10.
medical.
And then the 50s will stay so that they don't get mixed up again. Although Vinny might eat a whole pack of them today because he literally was. I think he patronized the Denver Health Medical Services today, breaking his back for you, Adam. He was lifting a ladder, a 50-pound chest with the other arm, and 3 dumbbells, just for you.
No, I know how it goes. It's just one. It's always the. It's not so much the lifting. It's the twisting.
Yep.
It's when you're like overextended and you're just old man style. You do that little. Yeah.
Isn't there that scene in what's the Family Guy, where Peter's like, oh, and what you do is when you lift, you always twist as fast as you can. Hey, Mark,
What, the lighter situation?
lighter.
No, dude.
Help me out with a lighter, buddy. Just so in
We got a
just,
torch.
Mark accused us of keeping him hostage every Friday for the past 7 years.
So let's give a little bit of overview of who we got coming in because we have a whole bunch. So
Sure.
let's tell them now while it's early. Otherwise, it's going to turn into a free for all.
Ed will zoom in. Danko will zoom in.
That's
Christian from Tabac should zoom in. We have Mike Lasagna for
Hey,
here.
lasagna's in the house again.
TJ from Mountain Select should be down. Travis, Tyler Fluck should be down to tell us about his few weeks on the road.
There he is, right there. He's looking for disco biscuit people.
Oh, there we go. Oh, that's Steve's buddies are the sound people for Disco Biscuits, I believe.
Yeah.
So we can help him out with that, and I don't know who else is on the card. I forgot already.
Well, Taking Tops will be rolling through and all sorts of.
Do you want to do that shot real quick?
Yeah, unfortunately. Let's start off with some bad news that came into the community here in Colorado. If you have been here and you are 100% familiar with Paul Token from Token Daily. He unfortunately passed away the other day, and it was some heart-related shit, and it was really sad because his last post that he put out was literally him talking about how the insurance company says it's not even a big deal, you know what I mean? And it's like, really? That's so fucked up, you know what I mean? Like, they took him off the coverage. No, you cannot go for your treatment, and we're not going to pursue this any further. And it's like, so it's fucked up, some fucked up shit right there. But he was definitely instrumental in the beginning here, as far as like, especially when it came to media, like Tim Martin, like everybody at Marijuana Radio and Tim Martin, and it was like when I first came here, he was like pretty much, and he's vlogging every day almost, and he was documenting the scene going on here, and also, which was really interesting, when I first came out here, he was like, dude, I was there at the leaf blower thing, and I was like, really? He's like, yeah. So he was at Cannabis Cup, and like that was a Cheech and Chong moment for him, you know what I mean? Where he was just like, oh my God, I have experienced nirvana of cannabis right now, because, you know, and then we got to reenact it over here with the tents and stuff like that. But so he was always like huge fan.
Oh man, and everyone raise your bong.
That's right. I already smoked a huge fatty for him last night, but definitely, if you got anything to smoke right now, you should smoke it for our buddy Paul. And
I mean, can we find out what insurance company is it?
So we're going to do something on 420 here in Colorado for him. I think we're going to put together a nice thing. But yeah, right now, I mean,
I'd love to throw a little shade on that insurance company.
Well, the good part is that everybody really, like, I got a text today with like 10 people on it, and everybody's really fucking pushing to get it all properly handled, because it obviously, you know, he's in Maui, so it's like kind of also you got that whole discombobulation of not being where he's from, you know, and he's got, it's sad all around, I put it that way. So again, like, it's,
yeah, because you can always choose what state you will be in when you get sick, right? You know, it's never that you would be traveling. And
no, he's not traveling. He lived there. He had moved there. That was the whole thing. Is he had moved to Maui, and he was loving it over there. But yeah, so it's a real sad
it's a shame.
Situation.
All right, double tapping the bong. The Dab X Go. Telly in the house.
What up, Telly?
Welcome, Telly.
Have a piece of cake, buddy.
Hey, piece of cake over there.
Hey.
Yes, there are a few pieces of birthday cake left. So
celebration,
only for
bitches.
Did you get your
What?
Did you get your
Talking to you.
You know the program.
I do. These are great.
Did you talk to Danny, or did you just kind of text him?
well, I sent him the note, you know, the link, and he shared the card, so he knows. I sent it to Ed.
He's a professional.
Both in email and in text. Now, the only thing that could go wrong is there's a 50-50 chance I sent them last week's link.
Yeah, because you're getting old. It's starting to kick in. Dude. Damn, dude. We might have to retire you from the show.
Yeah.
So old, so
Yeah,
fast.
he knows that's the worst thing he could ever fucking say to me, Mark, right?
I want to get you
Yeah.
on a Zoom link to see how long it takes you to get off. the
Oh
call.
yeah, let's see how long it can.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our test.
Probably takes you like 5 minutes.
And we'll be like, you gotta go.
Is my microphone
I
still
know,
on?
and you know what? I know how to click the red button. I'm just
pretty
saying. You really can't, right? You have to. That it only works the first time they're on Zoom, because then you actually learn, how to exit.
Some do.
Some do, some never learn.
Some. I think you get to an age where you just stop learning that stuff, and you're just
It's like
every time
people
it's a new
using their
thing, every time.
GPS to go to the same place that they've been 57,000 times. They're
Oh,
like,
I do that.
Oh, let me turn on my GPS.
What are you talking
Just in
talking
case
about?
there's a new way to
I
go.
use GPS to get here.
What are you talking about, Adam?
Yeah, I know you're
What
that
are you-
guy.
what are you talking about?
No, I know you're that guy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I am that guy.
You are too.
I'm that guy.
Doesn't it feel good though? I
hate it.
I need it.
I hate it
I
because-
like it there.
To me, it's like it's just another record of, hey.
The record is there anyway.
But I like that data.
But I don't like that.
I like that data.
Don't-
Sometimes I don't remember
I
what
don't
time
like
I
to-
got to work or something. I'll go back and look at the location.
And you're like,
oh,
hey,
that's cool. I got there at like 8:30. I'm good. Cool.
Takes us for it.
No, but the problem is it makes us all weak. Like, we can't read a map.
traumatized,
We look at
bro.
a map, we're all, oh my God.
This is exceptional, Mike.
I was
Oh, this is from him, yeah?
Yeah.
I was given shit today for the size of the font on my cell phone, because everybody I work with is like
Oh, the font size?
21 years old or something. Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean? Oh, you mean the font size?
Yeah,
Because
they
it's
said-
much bigger.
I
Yeah,
get it.
I know.
I have
We had a
like-
debate
I have
that I
one
lost
letter
about
per-
the font size.
One letter on
that
the
I
screen at
use.
a time. I just keep reading. R-A-S. Yeah. No, it is funny how slowly it gets bigger and bigger, and to the point where you're just like, jeez.
What I told you, I have an iPhone 8. They just released the 15. When the next model comes out, I have half an iPhone, right? Half of the current. So, and it works though. It's just not slow or anything. I just loaded the iOS 16. It works just fine. Just fine. And this thing right here,
Happy birthday, Dave.
it's not my birthday.
Oh, yeah.
It was Wednesday.
Now he's sad.
Wow.
Really?
You should have just had an emergency show on Wednesday.
Yeah, we
Shout out
should
to
have. We
Brian.
should have.
Because
Monarch.
then you would have gotten Friday off. Is that we know we would have done 2.
Oh.
You still want that Wednesday
we would have
show?
gone from Wednesday till now. Is what
Oh,
we would have
yeah.
done a 48
Oh, no,
hour.
I
it
would
would have been a
let-
48-hour extravaganza.
Yeah, 72-hour, I think, actually, if we started on Wednesday.
Look at
So-
Mark.
We're never
with a
going
big
72.
brain.
We're always going to go for 74. You know that.
Why?
Because they already did 72. That's been done. It's a done deal. We need to go higher, more,
All right,
more.
74. The
74.
meth show.
This is the worst day of my life.
That show. Yeah, and if you want to come back to that show, Mike, you're more than welcome to sit in my chair. I'll do 4 hours, then I'm leaving, and you can have the rest.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Cool. You only got 67 hours to go.
67 hours
I
to
don't know
go.
about that, but that's
Easy.
I love the
beyond
fact
a
that
marathon.
Telly walked in, and within 8 seconds, the rig was out, terp wipes were going, he's getting the
working.
torch ready to go.
He's working.
You know, he'll have that whole table set up.
So the next couple of weeks is going to be a lot of shuffling around, it seems like. You're going to be out of town, right, next week.
I will be in Vegas
And
next
then
Friday.
I'm going to be out of town the week after that.
Ooh, Chile? Where are you going?
No, I'm going to Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
To
Oh,
check
boy.
out the Happy Valley crew and what they've got going on over there. So, and then I'm going to go, I'm going to do I'll be doing the show from the Tetrahydra Club.
Tetrahydra.
The Tetrahydra Club.
What?
Yeah, they're gonna fly. I'm gonna have Jordan come pick me up, and I said, "Perfect excuse to get your helicopter and come pick me up, and then fly me over to your club, and then we'll hang out, and then we'll do the show from there."
Get video of it.
Of course, no, I'm gonna be doing Dab X's up in the fucking heli. That's gonna be the fun thing right there. Boom.
Oh, yeah. See?
This is real.
It would have been...
Yeah, for sure.
I could tell you right now, there was no fucking way I would get in a helicopter. Absolutely fucking not.
Why?
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
really into helicopter rides. You know?
Nope.
They're a lot of fun.
Oh, come on, guys.
No. No.
Yeah,
no, no,
I'm
no.
good.
This one's real lightweight too. It's one of
I'm
those light,
down.
those Magnum PI style ones. Just like, dude,
I'm totally down.
like total bubble front. and
Like, if
everything.
you had to hang off the thing on the side, it would, like, tip over a little bit.
No, it's where you show up and it's like from MASH. There's really only one seat inside. It's the pilot and the passenger, and then you have to be in the fucking gurneys on the side. So I'm not doing it.
So at the end of my chef career, I worked for a couple of heli ski outfits,
Oh, nice.
and
Heli
they're-
ski outfits? Like they fly you up and then they drop you off and you ski down?
Yep,
Wow.
they're incredible aircraft.
That's
I will
crazy.
say, yeah.
No thanks.
No,
Yeah, can you take Vinny? He's
Yeah.
he's totally healthy, fully
down.
able-bodied.
I got Vicodin and lidocaine. Let's go.
Really?
out of him.
If the Vicodin works, then it wasn't that bad. Yeah, 'cause there's no way. No, I can see. This Vicodin doesn't work. Vinny hurt himself. Lifting Mark over his head. Bench pressing Mark. What are we checking? Stocks? Seeing how you doing?
No, I was looking for my guy.
Bitcoin up?
Bitcoin's down.
Bitcoin's down. Evan invited us to his villa in Tulum.
So what was
Go
the
down
city
there.
group?
That's grape pie papaya.
Yeah, it's really nice. Good
you.
job. And that's indoor though.
Outdoor.
Outdoor,
Outdoor. Wow.
living soil,
That's on
organic.
Point. That's on point.
Wow, this is really good.
It's good. It's got some expansion to it, which I like a lot. It's like good chip.
Really good.
Proper.
It's proper.
So I have a question for you guys.
Tell us.
if that's-
Oh, shit.
Wait, we got a real show? Mm-hmm.
well, I want your opinion.
we got questions?
Oh, opinion.
So, yeah,
That's
yeah.
not a question. Go ahead.
I've been doing a lot of trainings with our bud tenders about the hash that we use, essentially, right? I'm just curious from your grower's perspective, what you think of solventless going into edibles, full spectrum versus trim rosin, just what's your thought as a grower, essentially seeing your product end up in an edible?
I mean, it's a bit disheartening to have super high quality hash end up in edibles, just because, of course, I'd rather just consume it as is. It's sort of like the same as even rosin. Sometimes I feel bad when it's like really good water hash. I think it should almost be smoked as is, because the minute you're like, no, now I have to take it and clean it up even further, and it's like, well, actually, there's some magic in there too within those solid, whole spectrum things. Trim, no big deal, obviously, but of course flavors are going to be impacted.
I sent the wrong.
It depends. When you have enough cannabis around you, it doesn't matter anymore. There's a certain point. Like the thing is, back in the day, when you think of like full, like whole plant extraction.
Yep.
Before that, we used to always think of extraction as it's the edge of the fringe of whatever. It's nobody was ever thinking along the lines of just like, but taking a whole plant, freezing it, dropping it into a vessel with 50 pounds and running it, which is the way we do it now. So I think it's okay. Obviously, the quality will just get higher, you know what I mean? Like the better the quality of the inputs, same as anything, food, plants, whatever it is, quality in, quality out, right?
Right.
So if you, it doesn't hurt. As a grower, it might not feel like the greatest use of the medicine there, but
Why so?
Well, just because, again, like you're feeling like it's like edibles are more strict. Like, I mean, you don't appreciate very rarely do you get to appreciate the flavors
Of the actual plant, of the hash.
Like, there it is. The complexities, you know what I mean? They get lost in the sauce, literally lost in the sauce, right? I mean, it's like if you have something that's a good edible, it's hard to get people to appreciate cannabis flavors, even though there are some really good ones. Like you can get like a toasted, you toast it just enough and you get a little light flavor. And if you appreciate cannabis, you're going to like it. But it still doesn't really have that, like, that's what you're going for, right?
Right.
So I feel
like when you eat the medical 50 milligrams, do you taste the hash the way you want to?
No.
100?
No.
You just don't want food with it.
Or
not flavors.
I just don't think you've noticed. I just don't think, very rarely do I find anything that's like complementing it, you know what I mean? Because if it's a sweet thing, it's going to be the sweetness that pops first, right? And if it's a savory thing, that would probably be where it would pop. That's where you could probably figure out a meld that might work, you know what I mean? But then with savory stuff, it's also like, it's hard because you don't want to eat too much when you're doing edibles also, because that's also a problem. Like people make I'm making a huge dinner, and it's like, it's kind of counterintuitive right there. You know what I mean?
Totally.
So if you're trying to get
afraid
high,
of their food.
well, yeah, and if you're trying to everything slows down so much too that you're like all of a sudden you're like super high and super full, and it's not necessarily, but it's not even that you're super high. It's more like it draws it out too much. You know what I mean? And then whereas if you're like I always like to eat, if I'm going to do any edible, I want to do the maximum that I can, and nothing in my stomach, you know what I mean? Just bam, and make it work.
Do you do like MCT oil and hash?
That's a good one, yeah. That's always good. That's always good. I mean, quality, as far as I'll just take I'll clean out all of my my hash containers with oil like that, and then just clean them out and then put it back into the one thing, and so I have this like golden, and then take that and activate it and put it into something else. But it's also nice because it sucks when you have 20 different containers and they all have maybe not much, but some of it, if it's real terpy especially, you get that the whole bottom's just covered in terps, So I'll soak it in I'll just put a little bit of coconut oil in there, let it sit for a while, shake it up, scoop it out.
Okay.
Duke's on.
Duke's on?
What?
Yeah, man. Happy birthday, bud.
Thank you, brother.
The voice of God is here?
The voice of God.
There's no video, so I'm not gonna show anyone.
Oh no!
It's okay. This is how.
Yeah, I'm just working on the fly.
You're good, dog.
Yeah.
Working on the farm.
Yeah.
I drove down to Duke's yesterday and picked up some samples.
You did?
Yep.
Wow. Wasn't the weather crazy though? No.
Yeah, I drove down there and picked up some samples.
Oh, okay. I get you. Yeah, I get you. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Very
happy
nice.
birthday.
Very nice. Very nice. For everyone who doesn't know who is on the call, because we don't have like production where it says,
Duke Diamond on the phone right now. Duke Diamond, the legendary Duke Diamond.
Legendary breeder from Dominion Seeds.
Mark's like, don't even try to make me do work.
Diamond.
Oh, yeah.
There he is. That's what he looks like. He's gone dark on us.
Dark Diamond.
Dark Diamond.
He's Dark Diamond.
This really is exceptional. I mean, really is exceptional. I said to myself, fuck, I rolled a joint of sour diesel from Duke, and I was fucked up early. And I'm like, damn, I ruined it. I'm not going to be able to get really high for the show. And I was wrong. What is this again? Even though you said it 3 times?
Great pie.
Outstanding. Thank you.
So what was the date of harvest, about?
When was it? Mid-October.
Perfect. So that's like the dream. Anything that comes in before, like right around mid, like 15th of October is like, that's usually the prime time.
Yeah.
Because if it comes in earlier, it might not be that great. And if it comes in later, it might not come in at all.
It's a really pretty plant. Had a lot of magenta stipules all summer long. It was pretty.
Well, do you have photos?
From clone or from seed?
I do.
Send them to Mark. Put them up. Share them. Beauty. Absolutely beauty.
From clone or from seed?
Seed.
Nice. That's the best. That's always the best.
Always. So everybody I sent links to, I sent bad links.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if it's not my fault, because if you look at the email that Mark sent me, it actually says we cannot display this email due to repeated problems. See? So it was something Mark did when he sent it.
Wow.
That's the story.
Throwing
I'm
Mark
going
under
with.
the fucking bus. That is really
under
cool.
the email.
Under the email bus.
That's weird. Everyone else seemed to get the.
Yeah.
Who's everyone else? I just had to send the new link to Duke.
I'm just telling you. Everyone else.
Who are the people? Are there a bunch of people in the waiting room and you haven't let them in yet?
Adam got it. Vinny got it.
No, but does it act like, can you click it and join the show?
Yeah.
That's the problem, because I sent it to Duke and he went,
Yeah, you can click it.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, so hopefully Ed and Danko, you have the right links right now. And join us anytime.
Oh, weird. Mine just opened the Zoom meeting. This is just crazy. I don't know. Weird. Anyways, I'm just saying.
So what do you got? What are you working on today, Duke?
Taking some clones out of flats, transplanting those, and then transplanting some others into some pots.
Oh, you had to do it too? Just to see if it would work?
Should I join?
Yeah, join. Go ahead, Adam. Yeah, you join, fucker. Hey, Telly, can I send you the Zoom link? You want to join? You sure?
Hey, Mark, where can I send this?
Yeah?
I'll send you a picture.
Send it to me. I'll forward it to him, since it would.
Yeah,
we don't
that's a
wanna
good
read.
idea.
Anyway.
I can write down my
Link works great, Dave. Extremely well.
Hey, Duke. Motherfuckers. Can't even get a day off.
No, not on your birthday. Because it's not your
It's
birthday.
not my birthday. It's not my birthday. So it's interesting. Champs next week. I'd love to hear if any of you have ever been an exhibitor at Champs. I would love to hear your experiences. I'm really looking forward to it. I figure if they have just a third of the amount of buyers there, then it'll be worthwhile. Holy fuck!
What is going on?
Mike sent me the photo of his plant.
Did you send it to Dave? Did you send it to
I'm
him?
forwarding it to Mark right
See
now.
the colors. Looks good.
It's pretty. I've never had one like that before.
It's like, but the buds themselves weren't so purple, or they were. 'Cause that's what I like.
Adam doesn't like purple bud.
No, I like it when it's like that. When the stigmas are purple or pink and those colors, those are always dope because they're rare.
Rare.
And you get some
It
crazy
was
color.
really at the top. It wasn't the whole flower,
Gotcha.
mostly. I guess it's
Look at that. Looks like my old Stinky Pinky. The old Stinky Pinky. That was one of the strains I had
all nouveau.
back in the day. No, it was one of my strains.
You had a strain Stinky Pinky.
Yes, I did, and I had an advertisement which had Michael Jackson saying, "I spray my stinky pinky with my super soaker," and it was a killer ad. It was a great one. Yeah, yes, it was very nice, very nice.
So, did Michael Jackson saw that the day before he OD'd?
So wait, what are we looking at here?
A plant.
Outdoor.
Oh.
Some outdoor here, pretty early in. Was that like it's like September or something.
What
like that.
strain is it? Or-
Yeah, probably. That was grape pie and papaya.
Oh,
That's
okay,
what
cool.
we're smoking.
It's really good.
I think it was the papaya.
Well, you were
that
smoking.
was the
You're
purple.
not smoking. You're
Oh,
not
definitely
allowed.
not
No,
smoking it.
No, you're
No.
not allowed.
Definitely look at me not smoking it.
You want to roll a joint?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, there you go. Look at this.
Oh, look at that.
I bet
He's
you
not gonna
would.
let you.
Oh,
I bet you would.
I'm just gonna go home.
Okay.
Wow.
Hey,
Don't go home.
Does Adam have any suggestion for a good autoflower for Northern Maine?
I don't know. Autoflowers are not
James
in my
Loud.
wheelhouse so much, but James Loud's got a whole shitload of them.
James Loud has a whole bunch of them.
Obviously,
That's who you want to talk to
right now, yeah.
right now.
Right now,
Right now.
as we speak.
Now.
No, he has a whole bunch of good ones from that region. So.
Okay. Good.
Mephisto has always got good genetics.
Someone just wrote that in the chat
There
as
you
you
go.
said it.
Oh,
That's crazy.
ding, like,
That's crazy.
yeah, Mephisto's definitely, I'd say, the cornerstone of like guaranteed success. If you're like, okay, because they're the only ones I know that are putting out stuff that actually puts on weight.
Okay.
We had those fast bud guys on, but they're not quite the same thing. So I don't know. Can't guarantee. We don't know. We never grew them.
Yeah.
They're not autos. It was a good quote the other day from our buddy Miles, where he said, "Just put them on 12-12, and everything's an autoflower. Like start them off that way. You know what I mean? Because technically speaking, every plant will autoflower, meaning if it's in that thing. But obviously, that's when you're indoors.
So there was a time when I was in Eugene. It was 1990, before Jonah was born, and a friend of mine used to give me clones. And due to space limitations, I would just, as soon as he gave me the clone, I would just flower it. I mean, there was no point, and so it just grew about that big, and that was it. And I got a bud out of it.
That big is a little small. You should have maybe vegged it a tiny bit more.
It didn't have the space. I mean, it was in a tiny closet.
What were you growing in? Oh, you're in a closet.
Yeah.
You do a bunch of them in a small space?
I had one 420-watt Son Agro, and I did like maybe 6 or 8 of them. That was all I could fit underneath. They were in, 12-inch pots. That was it. Bing, bang, boom.
Bing, bang, boom, and you have to do the rocket thing after. Yeah, that's. Yeah.
I mean, my aunt came down from Humboldt, who was in it from the beginning, and she enjoyed it. So, I mean, it worked. What can you do? You got to go with what you got back then.
No, in Holland, it's like the same thing. Most people would veg for like 5 days. That was kind of like the whole, you veg for about 5 days. I was like, whoa. But that's because they only basically wanted to get it so that it's standing upright, right? So you transplant it. It takes a couple days. Once it starts to show like it's going up, flip it. They then pack them in, and
Right.
Because they didn't give a shit about numbers, so they would be growing like 40 under a light.
Sure.
And then just have. But if you can do it and get 40 ounces, it's pretty damn good, because a lot better than you would have done if you.
I never had that kind of luck with a tiny little plant making it a big fat bud.
It's all genetics at that point. I mean, basically, some strains are better for that. Some are not. Some already have like a kind of a. What you want to go for strains that don't have a lot of side branching. They tend to have just a nice, solid main cola. Because some plants just naturally spread out all the energy to make lots of tops on their own. And those are great when you're outdoor. But when you're indoor, sometimes they're like space hogs and they don't take up some space. But you can always trim. I mean, that's the thing too, is if you just take your cuts and you can trim all the side. You can trim most of the lower stuff off and just leave the main cola, and then you're only shooting for like an ounce or 2 per plant, but they do numbers. So.
Yeah, I probably fucked Ed up. He's probably clicking the wrong link and keeps clicking it, and it won't.
Oh my God. But in general, it also makes sense from a commercial point of view. It definitely makes sense if you have the ability to make the clones in-house. You know what I mean? If you're buying them in, it's stupid. But if you're making them in-house and you got your timing right, and your kind of your flow-through rate is a lot better because you're not vegging, 3, 4, 5 weeks, which is huge. That's a whole crop. Literally,
Totally.
you're almost doubling your time each time. So if you can get into that rhythm, it makes a lot of sense. It's less rewarding as a grower, because it is nice to, you always want to see fucking beast plants growing, no matter how it is. But of course, if you start to crunch the numbers, you're like, it makes sense. And that's why the Dutch love that, because for them, it's all about efficiency, how to fit it into the box.
They don't have much space, right?
Space is huge, and I mean, the funny thing is, they're the 5th largest exporter in the world, right? to the Netherlands for agriculturally. And it's like crazy because you look at it, it's a tiny little country.
Right.
And then you start to look at the numbers and you're just like, wow, these guys, they understand efficiency beyond anybody's sort of idea. Like when you look at flowers grown in Colombia compared to flowers grown in the Netherlands, right? In Colombia, they're more wild and they've got like, they're organized, but not nearly as, then they do a flyover of Holland and it'll be like, perfect rows of perfect colors and perfect precision. You know what I mean? They have that shit dialed in, and they have the world's largest distribution hub for flowers. So like almost all the flowers you see here are from there. You know what I mean? Which is crazy. You're like, really? I mean, obviously here less than in the rest of the world, but still like, what's that one Dutch flower company that's huge?
Dutch Passion?
No, I mean like flowers, like here.
Oh, I don't know.
FT, what's it called?
FTD?
FTD, they're Dutch, I think.
Are they?
I believe so. All those.
I thought FTD was Polis. Governor Polis.
He looks pretty Dutch.
No, he was. He's 1-800-Flowers. That's how he made his billions.
Huh. Who we got? Ed? Hey, Mr. Rosenthal himself. Oh, get your posture right. Whoa.
Hey now.
What's happening?
He looks like it. Is he angry? Is he mad? Did I send you the wrong link?
Yeah, of course you sent the wrong link. He's getting senile, Ed. I'm sorry. He's getting old, and the birthday kicked in, and that was it.
Dementia runs in my family.
So.
Can we hear it? Can he hear us?
Dementia is not a happy moment.
Nope.
Well, you don't know it
you
yourself.
won't remember it anyway.
I was going to say, you don't have a clue. It could be happy. Just keep telling them.
Yeah.
They'll believe you.
Yep.
All right, Ed, what you got? What are you rolling up?
People thought I was demented years ago. So
people knew. We knew.
You knew it.
Oh, Adam's phone is zooming in.
Oh, yeah, that's funny. Look at that. I zoomed in again. Oops.
Do we want Ed to turn his phone sideways or no?
No, I'm here. I'm sitting in the studio. I do somehow my phone just.
Hey, are you guys gonna be at Champ?
Yes.
Dave will be there.
Are you going to be there?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I?
I guess I have no idea. How you doing, Mike?
Good.
Yes. What are you doing at Champs, Ed? Are you going to sell books or are you selling seeds? What do you got going on?
Humboldt seeds?
I'm going to be at the Humboldt booth, and they have some of my seeds, and I'm trying to do major deals. So far, I'm 0 for 0. So
wow, that's good. That's basically 1,000%. If you look.
No, wait, 0 for 0 is he hasn't even pitched yet. You haven't had an at bat.
I'm pitching, but we'll see if somebody at bat.
Where's do you know what booth you guys are going to be in?
In the Humboldt booth.
Do you know what number it is? No, of course you don't. You'll have a handler? Is somebody walking you and Jane around so that you don't get lost to the convention center?
Come on now.
I have the best. I go with the Humboldt team, and they take care of everything. And they say to Jane and myself, "We're leaving in 15 minutes. Be ready."
Oh, that's organized.
At your age, you can get ready in 15 minutes?
Well, we're already.
All right.
Yeah.
I need more time.
But the thing is, they plan the parties, right? They plan where we're going to eat, everything. So we're just like they're like a travel agent.
They're your sugar daddy.
They're very nice people. They're very, very nice people.
That's good. It's a good crew.
I warn people about them. I say, let me warn you, they're too nice.
For sure. Well, we need more of them in the industry.
That's a great warning. They're too nice, right?
I'm excited to see about the triploids that they're doing. That looks really pretty interesting. The whole.
You know what we're going to do with the triploids? We're going to go to Morocco, and in Morocco, in Katama, the entire province only grows cannabis. That's all that's growing there.
Sure.
So we're going to be planting triploids right in the middle of this pollen fest.
That's awesome. Great way to stress test them, right? It's like, okay, look at
Right.
that. No, that's
You're
good.
right.
Yeah,
And there's so much pollen there that it travels over to Spain.
I think it even goes to France. I think they even go all the way up to like off of Basque region there, kind of.
Okay. Yeah. Well.
It goes pretty far.
Okay.
That's like the ultimate test of like when people say, how far does pollen travel? It's like, well, it goes from fucking Morocco to Spain, so that's pretty good, right? It can definitely travel when needed.
Yeah.
It just has to get up high enough, right?
Yeah.
Get up high enough.
That's what we're doing.
Try one of those.
What are you trying? And then obviously you're going to be over in Barcelona.
Yes.
That's a positive.
And then from there we go to Morocco.
Awesome. Okay, great. Look at that.
Yep.
Who's that? Tops?
That's pretty good.
So I recently was talking with a friend of mine, and he had mentioned that Sensi is starting to come hot and heavy over here in the States, and I was like, wait a minute. Ed did not say anything to me yet. Is that happening, or what's going on?
They made a deal with this company, but they're not really selling that much. So
yeah, they're supposed to go on a tour. I think they're supposed to be here on the 29th. Yeah,
What?
they're supposed to be here in Colorado they're doing some sort of tour or something like that. I think some sort of music tour / something.
Okay. Well,
we will see. But I was curious because I was like, wait a minute, I didn't hear anything. I was like, Ed would have told me.
Ed, have you seen one of these things before?
what's up?
This double-ended gravity bong?
The Stunden.
No.
Stunden glass?
No, I haven't.
You need one. They need to send you one because it really hits.
Good God.
Yeah. We'll show you.
So yeah, it's
Batman themed.
Oh, here I am.
I'm surprised you don't have one of these already. This would have been an Ed deal right away. Look at that. Boom. It keeps it easy. You just flip and film.
No, I'm so lazy. I just take like these oils and crystals and ash and whatever, and put it on top of a little grass in a pipe.
Don't say grass. You're going to get accused of being a cop.
Really?
Yeah. Happens to me all the time.
Okay, weed. Dope.
There you go.
Like, Steve D'Angelo said he doesn't want people to use the term marijuana because,
Do you know Robert Crumb? Do you know Robert Crumb personally?
I've shaken hands with him, but that's it.
Just because I really would love to interview him because he's getting really old right now, and it's like he's one of my heroes.
Doesn't he live in France?
I think so. But I was just thinking about it the other day, and I was like, I wonder how I get access to him. I tried. I reached out online, but it was like got nothing back.
You could call Last Gas, who was the publisher of his.
I think his son took over, right?
Number. You want their publishing number?
Yeah. You can send that to me in a text if you can.
Okay.
That's great. 'Cause
Yeah.
I love him. I went so there's a shop in Amsterdam. There's a Crumb coffee shop over there, and classically,
really,
this is so Dutch too. If you've been to Holland, you'll know how classic Dutch it is. It's around 6 o'clock at night or 7 or I don't know, right around closing time. He basically walked up and they were just about to shut the gates, and he came up and he's like, hey, I wanted to say hi. I'm Robert, and they were like, come back tomorrow. And he's like, no. And he's like, no, I'm going on a plane right now, but I'm R. Crumb. And they're like, yes, later, bye, click. Kind of like typical super typical Dutch, where they were just like, didn't even give him a time of day. And he was like, oh man, I never got a chance to actually go in my own place that was named after me. But yeah.
My favorite Dutch thing is like a sales clerk is arranging cakes or something, and you're standing there waiting to be served for 5 minutes while she's doing this arrangement. And it's a little different, in the U.S., the clerk would stop to serve you, right? But
no, what the best over there is they'll have a conversation with each other behind the counter, like two people working, not even pay attention to anybody who's in the place. You'll be standing there for, like you said, 5 minutes, or you'll be at your chair, like waiting for the waitress, and you like, I just want to pay, right? And they'll be like, an hour will go by, and it's like here it's the opposite. Here it's like, get them out of the seat, get the new person in, let's keep this thing moving. But because they're not, they're not service-orientated people, that's for sure. It's definitely not in their nature.
Motherfuckers. They ought to learn customer service.
They don't give a fuck.
It's not possible.
They've been doing it long enough.
What you realize about the Dutch is that they're very bourgeois in general.
Interesting camera angle. There we go. What? I was saying interesting camera angle. Unless we were giving you a breast exam. There we go. Ed Rosenthal, everybody.
Did you get your Facebook situation fixed?
Oh, hey. Just pour salt on the wound, man.
Sorry.
How's your Facebook situation going?
I hired an attorney.
Really?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
That seems
I'm sure they'll get it done in a few years for you. It'll cost you a lot of money.
No.
I tried for weeks to report all that.
She's charging me, but I got her into the cannabis business, into being a cannabis attorney.
Oh.
So we have a really good relationship.
Well, what's her name? Give her a plug.
Mary Shapiro. She's a very good attorney. I mean, if it's something dealing with cannabis, you might speak with her.
Well, I'm sure there's only one Mary Shapiro attorney in the book, so no problem. Just
in San Francisco. I mean, if you put that in, you'll see in San Francisco there aren't 18 Mary Shapiro attorneys.
All right. Enter cannabis.
Yeah.
There we go.
Cohen and Cohen.
Cohen and Cohen?
Yeah.
Shapiro and Shapiro?
My Laura Cohen.
I did have a lawyer named Cohen.
Of course you did. That's what I'm saying. That's like you could just throw that out there and you're gonna catch somebody.
Yeah, he was out of Manhattan though.
We got Duke Diamond on there too. I know you don't know. He's just secretly hiding in the wings.
Yeah, I'm transplanting and stuff, and I'm just like, and walk back over.
He's at a transplant party.
Yeah, clones and veg stuff.
Oh,
hearts and minds. Hearts and minds.
I was going to have that brain transplant finally, but they didn't do it.
Oh,
show Ed the picture of Mike's flower. Ed, this is what we're smoking here, which is why I've gotten me all slurry, blurry.
We need a lighter.
I think it's that gravity bong, honestly. That thing.
Yeah, this thing fucking rocks.
This is some outdoor Colorado.
This is grape pie and papaya.
And we've asked him what strain it was 9 times.
It's really good.
It's really good.
I'm very impressed.
What do you think of that photo, Ed?
Really nice. Yeah, like the color.
So when do you leave for Barcelona?
I don't know. Isn't it early March, like March 12th or 13th or something?
Whenever Humboldt Seeds tells you.
As I said, they say, hey, get on the plane.
Be ready, Ed. Nice.
Time to get on the plane. So.
And are we flying in a cabin worthy of the man Ed Rosenthal? Or are we, they put you up front?
No, they don't.
Oh.
They don't fly first. If they flew first, I'd expect it.
There you go. Attaboy, Ed. Attaboy.
But if they're not flying first, I can't say, well, I only fly first class,
Yes, you can. You're Ed Rosenthal.
Yeah, but they can say, you know what, stay home.
Okay, yeah, they can, but I don't think they would. Say, ask me a question. Go right ahead.
Yep, and I'd be like, okay, Jorge, come on, come with us.
Oh, damn. Yeah. Adam, wow.
We gotta throw a dinger in there once in a while.
Damn.
How's Jane?
Jane's doing well.
Excellent. Give her our best.
Yeah, and she's getting ready to go to the Champs show. You know what I want to do there, aside from visit a few gardens in Nevada, but aside from that, I want to take a helicopter flight over the Grand Canyon if it's a nice day.
There you go.
You can do that.
Yeah.
I'm not coming with you.
We had a recurring theme.
This is so 30 minutes ago.
We had it once with CC and I when we were at MJ BizCon. This friend of ours came up to us and he's like, he had basically bought a helicopter ride for him and his girl. He was going to propose to her and everything, and she dumped him like at the beginning before they ever got on the helicopter ride. He's like, "Hey, you guys want to go on a helicopter ride?" And we're like, "Yeah, sure." And he was all sad, and he was like, gave us the tickets. He's like, "Yeah, my girl just dumped me. I was going to propose to her.
Want to come with us?"
And I was like, "Oh man, well that sucks, but thanks." And then it was great. We went and did the full. It was over the city stuff though. It wasn't like we didn't do the Grand Canyon. We didn't do the Grand Canyon, unfortunately.
I went with the people from CryoCure, and we went over Niagara Falls.
Wow!
And
Shout out to Greg and Tracy.
Yeah, and so that was a great, exhilarating ride.
I'm pretty sure we launched their company, right?
Yeah.
We were the first time they ever sat down with anyone, right? You found them. You're like, you gotta see this. And sure enough, when I was in Vegas, they met me in Vegas and they gave me a jar and then we had it on the show.
I saw LMC was showing that same process to Burner on something, and they were calling it Space Bud or something. Like they had marketed it as Space Bud. All right, whatever.
Of course. Well, they knew they were going to get ripped off. I mean, they had something good. I haven't spoken to them to really see how they're doing, but oh no, wait, didn't we see them in at Nuwu in Vegas in November?
Yeah.
They seem to be doing quite well. They had a booth there. That's right. Yes.
But here's the thing about so they were involved in other ventures for a little while, but I think they're getting back to it.
Nice. Well, I mean, their finishing process has a place in several regions in this country. Maybe not here in Colorado, but in places where it's mold prevalent after you're harvesting. Florida, I could see it, in East Coast places, really wet. Why wouldn't it?
Some people will put it in for like 6 or 8 hours instead of the 12. So it's sort of more wet, and then take it out, and then do the final drying,
Au natural.
Normally, and people like that as well, because, the problem with it is it tends to dry out pretty quickly. So you have to keep it moist.
Well, it takes it a little bit further than normal.
It has twice or 3 times the terpenes. It's not that it creates terpenes, but it doesn't lose them the way any kind of...
Well, I thought from an extraction point of view, it looked like it had a lot of potential, because you're not as, like you could definitely see where you had more surface area, because it didn't sort of shrivel up as much. It seemed like the buds were bigger, so that just seems like it would be kind of right up the right alley for making extracts, I would think.
Well, if you're doing any kind of extract that's, calls for dry bud, this is the way to go.
Yeah.
Because you can dry it in like 12 hours, 12 to 24 hours. So you don't have to go through, an elaborate drying process.
Well, and it also would probably, with the way that because it's sublimating it or whatever, and it's getting it so cold that I'm sure it preserves certain terps that you wouldn't preserve if you're waiting for 2 weeks or whatever.
That's exactly what I'm talking. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Because it preserves all the terps, because they don't get sublimated. They don't waft off into the air the way that it does even when you're curing at 60 or 65.
And didn't that thing have some sort of way that it actually took? Didn't some of the terps actually get separated in the process of the sublimation?
There's the terps that get separated.
Yeah, and you can capture them, right?
Get swept away by the vacuum.
But did they have a way to capture it also? I thought
they capture it.
Yeah, so that's kind of cool in itself that you get that like extra little kind of way to analyze what you're doing. Because if you're doing the same crops over and over again, I'm sure certain ones will just be like packing it on, and some of them probably won't have hardly any. You know what I mean? Just because that's just the nature of of the beast there, right? You get some stuff that's waxy, no terps. You get other stuff that's all terps, you know, a lot less wax, just in the actual makeup of the plant. So might help.
Well, they found these other substances as well that contribute to the odor. What's the name? I'm trying to think of the name of the
I know.
company.
We had him on the show. What was the name again? It was with Max. Max.
Oh, Apex.
Yes,
Something like that.
Yeah.
yeah. And they said that and it's probably true that there are all these other odor molecules that we weren't really taking.
Oh, for sure. Like, I mean, again, like the idea of terpenes is simple because there's always it's the same as with different cannabinoids. It's like the same as with THC and CBD and not looking at the rest of the cannabinoids that are involved in between, right? It's the same sort of concept because there's those little tiny ones. They might be they might be just the smallest fractions of it, but those they do direct the final, the final product in some way.
Yeah,
some way.
Yeah, for sure. Like accumulatively, amongst them, all the other ones.
Well, I remember seeing mass spectrometer reading of the first fractional distillation. It was the summer of 2016.
Oh, I remember it well.
No, I mean, I remember going up there because I didn't really understand what I was looking at, until I described it to a scientist afterwards, and he explained it to me. The peaks and valleys, and I remember pointing at going, what's that down there?
Did you go to Colorado?
No, I had to go to Canada. They're tiny, they're looking at THC and CBD or these big spikes. And I'm like, I'm interested in those down there, that the tiniest little speck, and that became all the
CBGs and
well, I think they called it, it was THCVA.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we first saw then. So who the hell, I'm all for it. I hope Max makes gajillions with his technology, and all we have are the ability to design something later on, medicinally speaking, from the plant. Because I had a doctor tell me this once. The end of the day, as miraculous as cannabis is, he goes, I can't really prescribe smoking to someone. He's like, I can't, it's just not good, right? So there has to be something that comes from the plant. Maybe this is it. Come back on, Max.
There's all these edibles.
What's that?
These edibles. They don't,
Oh, Segway Rosenthal.
There you go.
Yeah,
Look at
they're
this.
edible, drinkables. I mean, they don't have to smoke it.
So
it's interesting what you were saying
anyway,
about
I'm trying to think of a doctor. He was at UCLA, and he did this study of a population study of lung cancer, and he reported at this ICRS conference. And in order of the least going up, in order of the most going down rather, tobacco. So people who smoked plain tobacco, that was absolutely the worst. And they got the highest percentage of lung cancer per thousand. Then it was people who smoked tobacco and pot. Then it was the control people. And then it was the people who smoked pot. So smoking pot was a protectant against lung cancer, according to this report.
Right.
And I said to the doctor, I'll think of his name, but it's been a long time. But I asked him, I was at the conference, I said, well, are you planning to get, now that you have this report, are you planning to get any more grants? He says, oh, I'm out of this now. I'm getting into HIV. So
yeah.
Anyway, but he did have that great report. And if you go LA lung cancer study, you'll pull it up.
Well, I think flour in itself has those kind of like built-in expectorants, and it's got its built. It seems like everything's already there, but then the minute you start making extracts with it, I feel like sometimes you lose that natural ability to kind of like balance itself. You know what I mean? Because it's like the homeostasis of the is in the natural flour, and then once you pull it out, that's the only time you can fuck it up. I mean, I think like it's almost, we think we can recreate stuff, but you know how hard it is to reassemble cannabis. I mean, it's almost impossible. Like people say that, oh yeah, I'm gonna take sour diesel, I'm gonna it's like that's not sour diesel. You know what I mean? Like there's all those nuances that get lost in the mix.
Well, I think I think that it depends on how it's concentrated. It depends whether it's concentrated or extracted.
True.
For instance, hash isn't an extract, it's a concentrate.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you get into a lot of these oils, it's really an extract.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting, Ed. Wait a minute. So, no. Well, we refer to the common nomenclature right now. People refer to BHO extracts.
No,
as
that's
hash.
not what I'm talking about.
I know. You're talking about pressed hash.
Hash, where you over a screen or techniques like that, right?
I think once you break away the outside of it is when it just appears. That's when
finger hash, like finger hash, that it's a concentrate, not an extract.
Sure.
You're concentrating the entire group of molecules that gets you high.
Right. Yeah, it's physical at that point. And then if you take any kind of solvent and dissolve it into the solvent, then extract it off, then take the solvent out, and then end up with what you end up with. That is your extract.
Well, it depends what the solvent is too. Like if you dissolve it in alcohol, you're pretty much going to get everything.
It's everything, yeah, exactly. And that's the difference of the different solvent weights and temperatures, of course. Then you can drop things out.
Never thought of it that way. That's interesting.
Yes, we can fuck things up a million ways. There's a million ways to do it.
1,000,001 ways to fuck things up. Have we figured out exactly how to carb this?
It's right here. This is it.
You just have to take it off?
And then you got to just hit on it there, and then that's it.
Uh-huh.
And then it will clean the top out. But that's it. There's no rush of air.
Got
it. Because otherwise you're going to go through that. You're going through those holes with that on.
Ed, I'm cutting myself off from this device henceforth on the show.
He got so high the first time we opened it up on the show. He was like, it was hilarious.
Like I am now. I can't.
He doesn't even know which way to turn it or go or buttons.
That thing is dangerous.
What are you trying to do right now?
Getting it to clean itself out.
Hey,
what's that?
Okay.
Wait, say that again. Your some noise canceling is on or something.
I said, don't piss on me.
Okay.
in relationship, you didn't know which way to go or anything. So.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. All right. Well, now we have. See, I was talking to somebody today, and they're like, "Do you guys edit your show?" And I said, "No." I said there have been 2 moments in time where somebody said something that we had to actually take out. So maybe this is tonight too. So I don't know.
How do you do that? Just after the fact, try and scrub it from the internet?
It was just a personal. We all just looked at each other and said, we should probably get rid of that, right? I was like, yeah, probably should get rid of that. So.
Yeah. And as note the time in the ship's log, do not upload show until that just goes bye-bye.
So anybody who saw it live, so that's the thing.
And we
can't
won't
change
even,
that.
That's it.
But
I don't think it happened.
No?
No? How do you know?
Look down. Look at your leg. Look at your leg. Is it wet?
Well, doing a review of the new tape, and it's not on there.
Right. That's the well, yes, Your Honor.
Yeah,
exactly. I do not recall that.
Yeah, right.
I do not recall that at all.
Recall what?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I heard
because the Secret Service and all these other agencies that check the show so much,
Oh yeah, we're big. We're high on the list.
The public, the civil public. I mean,
did you use the Freedom of Information Act and request your file just to see what they had on you?
I did, and the person who said he was trying to get it died. And so I don't know whatever happened to the request.
So you made the request and they killed him to prevent them from disclosing your file. What the fuck is up with that?
What they did, they gave him childhood diabetes.
Wow, that's good. Pretty long. That's a long game right there.
They knew this guy was going to be trouble.
Yeah, they're like,
in 65 years, he's going to be something. We better just afflict him now.
I
didn't know that.
Poke him. Give him the poker.
Yeah.
Dink.
Ding, ding,
Probably
ding,
like
ding,
the
ding,
polio
ding, ding.
vaccine or something.
Damn.
Well, shit. I heard from a little birdie that you're also...
I have a serious question for each of you.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, fuck no.
Ready? I mean, this is serious. Do you have a plan B?
Oh, yeah.
This is Plan C right now. We're on.
Talking about.
Plan B for what?
So, everyone, you should understand this. In addition to being the Ask Ed Rosenthal character created, formerly High Times Magazine star for 30-something years, he's really like a financial guy. Like, plays the markets, understands how to invest capital and seeking good returns and everything like that. So people think he's just a
Pretty face.
a pothead, but he knows his shit around numbers. So he was asking an intellectual question right there, thinking that...
And I'm serious about this, is if Trump wins, are you planning to stay in the country?
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, I said it was.
Yeah, I'm that guy that they have that commercial where it says, "Do you have buried treasure in your basement you're not using right now? Turn that gold and silver into cash." Yeah, I've got there's just tons of buried gold and silver down there. No,
I don't have a plan B.
No.
I
know what my plan B is?
It's not going anywhere.
I believe in this country and we can recover from anything. Okay, while Biden might not have been everyone's cup of tea, what he was fucking horrible to cannabis. Okay, he's a lion sack. He had an opportunity.
Here's the thing. You think he's miserable?
I know. I understand that. I'm just saying I'm not going to play this tit for tat game. I'm going to say Biden said he was going to federally deschedule, decriminalize, and release everybody from jail, and he didn't do anything.
I think that before the election that will be done.
But then why would you wait before the election? You do it now, you'll crush...
So people remember it.
Right.
So
when's before the election?
Yeah, when is before the election?
I mean, it's before the election now.
November, it's 10 months away.
Are you serious? You really think that we'd be so high we wouldn't remember that they descheduled? Are you really think that?
I mean, isn't it a lengthy process too?
Not you, but people who aren't political, it's only a faint thing to them after,
Hold on a second. Telly, are you paying attention to the show at all right now? Because this is your thing right now. So what do you think? This is telescopic for all of you, at telescopic on Instagram. Telly, Ed just said that he used the word before the election, so it is before now, but he thinks it's going to be a little closer to November, that the Biden administration is actually going to honor his campaign pledge to federally decriminalize and release everybody from jail. You think that's really going to happen? Telly says, no fucking way.
The groundhog says no.
Yeah, he looked at his shadow and he crawled right back into his fucking hole. Okay? He said, no fucking way. He's an expert. He's like 24.
Yeah, that's what it
Serious. No, expert. He's been backstage at a lot of concerts. He knows a lot of shit. He's seen stuff. Okay?
Here's the thing. I don't think it's going to be deschedulized. It's going to be
deschedulized.
Hold on a second. What word was that?
Descheduled. I don't think it'll be it'll just be rescheduled, and that's bullshit.
So what? Are they going to go
actually,
to?
I heard the other day they were talking just like fuck it, deschedule it. Which I heard the word deschedule, and I was all, what? Wait a minute, that'd be
It
cool.
wasn't deschedulized. Are you sure?
No, it wasn't deschedulized
Yeah,
for sure. No, so I heard. I don't know. That's what I'm hearing grumbles.
It would certainly
that was
have-
what's her name? Elizabeth Warren. She said deschedule,
Yeah,
and I was all, ooh, deschedule. I like to hear that.
That was what the whole thing was, though, right?
No, descheduling, not
Wait, hold on, Ed. Hold on. Say that
Descheduled,
again.
period, off the list.
Say that again. Your Zoom cuts out if any of us say anything while you're talking.
No matter how bad Biden has been, actually, for the most part, even though the laws are there, the actual enforcement of them has been much sparser. And you have THCA and all of that stuff. And so what I think is...
Well, that's because of Trump. Trump made that happen.
In my lifetime, there has never been a situation like this where you have a person who wants to be a dictator and is, the election is rigged except if I win. He's a bully, but more than that, he's an authoritarian and a dictator. And, he said, I only want to be a dictator for one day. Yeah, that one day he'd fire all the major army people, who put his own army people in. Same thing with the FBI, the CIA, and all of that.
So Ed, just because there needs to be a counterpoint, and
threat to the United States that even Nixon didn't present. When Nixon was caught, a bunch of Republicans went up to the White House and said to him, you've been caught. You have to get out of here. And Nixon resigned. At least he had some semblance of patriotism. But Trump...
Next level.
Without agreeing or disagreeing with you, to present the counterpoint, the Biden administration right now, okay, both of them, Biden and Trump, are older than Bill Clinton, who was president in 1989. Okay?
Yeah.
So this is ridiculous. Biden could right now deschedule, release everybody, and find a way to get every governor in so that all the states are opened up, because it's really doesn't carry any weight to say the federal people go, well, hold on. And hang on.
You have your wishes and you have your fantasies, but I am dealing with the reality that Trump is not an ordinary candidate.
I understand, but why doesn't Biden step down and let somebody like Jon Stewart run?
I don't care. It's not like I love Biden or anything. Even if I have more than a mild dislike for him.
But he's a sitting president.
What?
He's the sitting president. He has the bully pulpit. He could go, I'm too old, I can't beat Trump, and I'm going to step down.
Here's the deal. I dislike Biden, but I fear Trump.
I'm not saying I disagree with you, but we only get your future if Biden tries to win a second term. Everything I have heard from Bill Maher to all these polls all over the place, any 50-year-old Democrat can beat Trump. Any 50-year-old. So Biden won't get out of the way. I couldn't even tell you how old he is. He's like, what, 76?
No, he's 81, I think.
80.
81? Get the fuck out of here. Come on. He could not get his driver's license renewed in Colorado. Okay? Pretty much at 81, the way he walks. So give me a fucking break. I know. I feel you, what you're saying. I'm just saying there's so many things the other side could do before it ever gets to that.
How does descheduling play into that, though?
Bill, that's his crip walk.
You think the so-called choice is disgusting, right?
Say that again?
You think that this so-called choice is
terrible.
I think that Trey Parker and Matt Stone said it best. This is a giant turd and a giant douche and a turd sandwich. That's what we have to choose from.
Yes or no question.
Huh?
It was a yes or no question. So you think this so-called choice is disgusting?
Yes.
Okay. So
What
do
do I
I.
think?
The choice.
But I have to deal with the reality that Trump is a literal danger to the republic. That's the difference. There's never been anything like this. We have had really dumb presidents like George W. Bush. We've had traitors and liars. George W. Bush, Nixon.
Oh, shit.
All of that. Reagan, with his Iran-Contra shit. George
Anything
W.
to get him off the Trump talk. Go ahead.
George W. Bush, it was weapons. But they did not try to destroy the basic structure of the government. That's what Trump is trying to do.
Again, okay, thank you. Enough of that.
You know what we got now? Look at this.
It's my 30th birthday.
Guess who's turning 30?
The pants I'm wearing right now.
Yeah, bad singers here. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Wow, that's bad. Wow.
Thank you. So that is the Taken Tops Band. They are going to be doing the Kleinman Bar Mitzvah this Saturday. You can stop on over at Temple Beth Israel and go see Taken Tops.
Taken Tops.
Yeah. Thank you,
Good
Tops.
job
I
on
appreciate you.
I figured you got close on the age.
Oh, no, he just reused his birthday.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's a good idea.
He's 30.
I like that.
An ice cream
Gotta
cake?
roll out.
He reused the cake, too.
I don't know. I don't even know if it's a real cake.
Reused cake and everything.
I love ice cream cake.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
He left us?
No, you can see his arm.
Where's his arm?
Corner.
Is that his arm?
We lost Zoom.
We lost Zoom.
Oh, jeez.
No, you can see him there. He's just cut. See
There he
him?
is. There he
He's
is.
moving.
Arm.
Cut his mic though.
There he
Oh.
is. He's back. He's back.
So, let's get back to what my plan B is, Ed. I'm hoping that you saved enough money to take me along with you. How about that? Wherever you're going.
I would go someplace where it's cheaper to live.
What's your plan B?
He just said
Thailand.
Portugal?
Yeah.
Portugal.
Yeah, Portugal's good choice.
You know what though? If you're listening, Yvonne, I might just have to take you up on that, and I'll take that villa in Tulum. So that's where I'll go to Mexico.
Oh, there you go.
We're trying to raise money for a field trip to Amsterdam.
The funny thing is that Tommy said that after meeting Adam, when he realized that Adam just went to Amsterdam, and that was what it was.
That was it happened.
Yep,
Yes.
that was it.
That's exactly what happened.
You know what somebody was talking about earlier, Ed? Somebody was talking about how Ben Drunkers owns the Hash Museum. And I said out loud, there is nothing more enjoyable than walking through the Hash Museum in Amsterdam and looking at all the photos of Ed and Jack on the wall than with Ed himself. I had such a blast. I'm just telling you, if any of you ever have the opportunity to do that, really do that with Ed.
Because he gets to tell you about each one.
Yeah. I mean, seriously. And he's telling you who's on this, didn't make the shot. Who's on the outsides that got edited for or cropped out.
Whose hand is around the outside?
Right.
Whose hand is that? I don't know.
Yeah, and seeing Jack so young, and Ed had, color in his hair at one point in time. He might have been a redhead. I'm just saying.
Still do. Look.
He's got plenty of color in his hair.
Yeah, you don't want to get into a hair competition now, Dave.
Yeah.
You are the reason why I don't have color in my hair anymore. If you look at the first year sitting on the show, I have a bright red beard, I have red hair, and then it's just all of a sudden gone.
Chat is responsible.
No, you know what? It was the plague. That fucking did it, man. I had color in my hair. I looked at my plague hair when everyone went full Mark. Remember when Mark grew it out and it was 12 inches?
Nobody could get their hair cut.
Yeah. You have to use the right vitamins, that's all.
What's that?
You just have to use the right vitamins.
I have to use the right vitamins. I should get on the Ed Rosenthal vitamin pack through GNC?
Get the color in your hair. Yeah.
I see. It'll bring it back, you mean?
If you eat shrimp, it turns pink.
Yeah, cookies and
You
bagels
got
ain't
some
gonna
red
do
there.
it.
Like the
Still.
flamingos.
I think your camera makes us look a little gray.
You think?
Yeah.
They do that because my head shines.
Yeah.
Our makeup artist
A
was
lot of
late
work.
tonight.
It's a lot
so-
of work around here just to get the shot.
I told
right.
him to only shoot me this way.
It looks good over here. Don't worry.
Oh, Vinny.
Nice and shiny.
Yeah, that's his sarcastic. There we
What happened
go.
to Danny? What's up with Danny? You didn't send him.
Oh, just told him whenever we want him to.
Because this is a good crossover when we have Ed. It's always nice to have Danny and Ed. Then it's like full on.
Are you listening, Danko? Go ahead and zoom in now.
Jump in, Mr. Dank.
Now.
Yeah, it's a
Now.
pleasure to have you on.
Oh, hey, he's there. There he is.
So how about while we're talking about New Yorkers, because we should mention it,
This show
everyone
is worldwide.
should pick up Forbes magazine and take a look at AJ.
Is it in the magazine or just online?
It's probably just online. I want to give him some credit, but I mean, come on. I don't.
Just relax, bro.
Let him have his moment, but just the title of the article is "The Godfather of Pot Returns to New York." So you know what?
Look at look at that.
Go
Fighting
right
words.
ahead.
Fighting words right there. Huh?
Go no.
Who's the godfather of pot?
I thought you were.
AJ.
Yeah.
Weberman?
No.
No. AJ Sauer. I don't even know what his real name is.
Asshole
It's Joe.
Asshole Joe.
Yeah. What? Huh? Yeah, so go to Forbes magazine and give it a read. Either way, it's good for the industry, okay? New York is really dragging its feet right now, and they really need to clean up their distribution problems. They're running the same articles again. Did you notice that? 150,000 pounds about to be destroyed because it's going to time out. So they gotta kill it.
Wasn't that from like 3 months ago?
Hey, you know what? The distribution problem in New York City has been solved. It's just that the government isn't a part of it.
No, New York is bad though. They set everybody up to fail there pretty much. It was like you have to go outdoors. We have nowhere to sell it. It's like okay, that's great. And then all these farmers just like left it in there.
Wait a second. You say it's failed, and I say it hasn't failed.
Okay.
I understand what you're saying, that whatever they're going to destroy is hemp.
The official overpriced pot has failed.
Right.
But real commerce, the way it was happening beforehand, is continuing and is growing and is becoming more organized.
Yeah, you got another birthday to get to. I gotta take that. I gotta go pack that up and go hit another birthday. I'll be back. I'll see you.
Fuck yeah, dude.
$60.
Yeah, that guy's turning 13.
Oh yeah, I need a 1 now.
He's got the. Oh yeah. All right,
Did you want me to put that video on?
Hey, look at that.
Oh,
he's got glass. Oh no, he's
Oh,
been
my
hanging out with
goodness.
somebody. Oh, they're not that big. I thought they were big.
Dude, look how svelte he looks.
I thought you had big glasses on for a second. I was getting nervous. I was like, no.
All the way from Holland, Danny Danko.
Happy birthday, Mr. Charnick.
Thank you,
How are
brother.
you, sir?
I'm
Hope you're
quite
enjoying
well.
your day.
I am.
Excellent.
If you too, you have color in your hair. It's about to go in your mustache. I have nothing left. Absolutely nothing. It's
Okay.
He's asking for color for his birthday.
yeah. I want my red hair
Yeah.
back.
If you got any hair color for him, please send it his way.
No.
Just go to Sally's.
Go to what?
What's going on, Mr. Dank?
I would say just wear a hat.
on your face. On your
I
face.
got a nice great hat from Ed. Last time I saw him, a nice floppy.
Oh yeah.
Hat that just doesn't just protect your head, but
Like
your
a bucket
face.
Covers your whole thing like a balaclava.
No, like a bucket hat.
Yeah,
but a big
well,
one.
great for gardening outside. They also-
Like a
big-
fisherman hat.
Yeah,
fisherman hat. Yeah.
exactly.
Absolutely.
That's a Ed. That's an Ed classic right there. That's pretty much
Yeah.
for sure. It's either that or a top hat. Or a big giant top hat.
Well, baseball caps don't.
Well, the wizard hat.
Yeah, the wizards.
Right. They don't protect your ears, the back of your neck.
Oh, I get one of those from like Strange Brew, the Canadian Arctic hat with the fold-up ears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one? Yeah, nice.
Danko, speaking of failed legislative systems in cannabis, how is New York doing
Yeah,
right
it's
now?
a pleasure to have you on.
Yeah, I mean, more and more stores, licensed legal shops are opening. I think we're over 50 now throughout the state, but that's really just a drop in the bucket compared to how many unlicensed shops there are and how much demand there is for product. And, those licensed shops are also limited in what they can purchase. They can only purchase what's grown here in New York State and processed and produced here. So it's tough. It's tough for those shops to compete against the...
So it's last summer's janky weed?
Or 2 summers ago.
Yeah.
Selling joints.
What's that?
Every Bodega, if you ask for a joint, they have a joint. They have a split.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, there's tons of shops selling
How about Washington
weed,
Square? Is that
but some of that is
licensed, right?
some of that is Delta 8 or it's hemp flower, it's THCA flower. It's very murky what you're getting in a bodega.
Well,
and then there's unlicensed shops that have great product. What's that?
It all depends.
Right,
But-
of course, it all depends. But I think they should license everybody and just let the marketplace figure it out.
What about Washington Square Park? Do they still have the ring around the?
Yeah. I mean that's still going on. They crack down here and there, and I think, the mayor's plan is to crack down on some of these unlicensed selling.
Dude, I just got
shops.
spammed from I'm getting spammed from Grow Bud Yourself. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. My phone just keeps dinging.
Yeah, telling me Grow Bud Yourself is
yeah?
going live right now.
Going live? Why
You
am I
must-
getting...
you
Yeah,
must be subscribed.
Of course I subscribe.
So wait, back up a sec. What's I used to buy grass at Washington Square Park all the time. Are you saying
Grass
what-
too.
Now,
Wow.
right now, people just have tables set up and they're selling, with a scale on the table. They're just selling
That's
flour
the best.
pretty openly. There's even
No smoking here in the park.
So can I alter an alternative then?
Technically,
Rather than enforcing and trying to use the police to shut down the illegal, the traditional vendors, why not put all that money into having 500 licenses issued by the end of February? And then all the legal places...
The application process has happened and closed recently, so there are a bunch of new applications about to come out. It's just, it's just slow. It's government bureaucracy. It's the way government works.
That's diabetes on a plate, man.
Can anyone get a license in New York?
Like, let's say you're a consumer in New York. You can get it delivered right now, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can grow your own.
Yeah,
You can.
Well, if you have the space, but you can get it delivered. You can go down to your local bodega. You can go to Washington Square Park where tables are set up with jars of pop, right?
Yeah.
There must be 30 vendors there, and the cops are standing by just to keep law and order.
Not to adjust the scales to help.
So there should be a coin-operated thing where the vendors come in, they pay their little tax like in a meter, like they were there. They go to their space. When the meter dings, they either feed the meter or they're done selling.
Oh, that'd be good. A little meter at each spot. That's cool. Hey,
Yeah.
get
Hey,
to
look,
that's New York
the
stuff.
access is not the problem at
Put a
all.
boot on you.
Like that's the consumer access isn't the problem. It's the fact that they're trying to set up this whole, industry, and they keep just basically shooting the industry in the feet by over-regulating and overtaxing and overburdening it, and so they can't crack down on these unlicensed shops because those shops provide 95% of the market's product.
They should be like.
It's not 99%, and there's some you can find great product at. There's some it's going to be questionable and iffy, and none of it is tested or anything like that. The way the licensed stuff is, but it's also $20 cheaper by the eighth to buy in the unlicensed market than the licensed
Do
one.
they have any incentive to go get a license? It doesn't sound like they do, really.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, they don't want to pay that meter. The meter's too
Yeah,
expensive.
I mean,
They should
the only
enforce it.
incentive
They
is
should make it easy.
eventually they'll crack down, and they've been trying to crack down on landlords and basically trying to get the landlords to kick the shops out rather than using the police to come in and do it, because that's so heavy-handed. So behind the scenes, the mayor is flexing on landlords and trying to get landlords to
That's always the way.
but of course those businesses are kicking down to the landlords, and you know, they're making too much money to shut down, and you know, they just, the gap of 2 years from legalizing it to opening the first store really just created a vacuum.
What they should do is
everyone just jumped in, and everyone who was already doing it underground came out from underground, and all these storefronts were open because of COVID.
Yeah.
And so it was like a perfect storm, and now there's thousands of these shops everywhere.
What they should do is...
every place.
Let's say they did 10 shops a week, a shop a day, you know, knocked out a day.
And it's 5 more open.
That's
right
three,
now, right.
even with the landlords, it's
Yeah,
3.
and that's millions and millions of dollars. It takes them all day to raid one of these places, and
Right.
when they have raided them, in most cases,
open up.
they're open the next morning.
Yeah.
And
Do you
the
know
same
how
location,
dangerous
so-
it is to send in the police to places like this? I mean, it's
No.
why
I don't think it's dangerous.
No,
I
don't.
why not?
I mean, it's
They're going to go to
expensive
the.
and it's unnecessary, but it's not. Most of the people there, you know, if
It's
police come
dangerous
and
for everybody in the area. They shouldn't be using the police to enforce this. They should be using like
Well,
the Board
agreed,
of Taxation,
of course,
something like that, and just
no, but the
speed
mayor
up the.
has to make a show out of it, okay? Because literally, there's 10 stores on every block, and people complain. I mean, if you thought walking around New York before you could smell weed, I mean, you smell it everywhere you go now. Whereas before, you'd be like, oh wow, somebody's smoking weed. Now, it's not even.
You're like, wow, and someone's not smoking weed on the street. This is amazing, dude. This is like a unicorn.
It's a
I just found the
surprise.
unicorn
It really-
street.
you know,
They
it
should
really-
do is what they should do is they should fence in Washington Square Park, right? And then they should have an entrance fee, and then what you should do is you should have it like Russian roulette, where there's a couple of bad ones in there, but most of them are good, and it'll be like an experience. You'd be like going back to the 80s. You'd be like, you know, could be PCP. there's always one shermed out one in there. You got to watch out. No, but in general, it's
So you know, with this thing about testing pot, you know, to make sure, you know, all those emergency room cases for cannabis, right? Oh, probably last week some of your friends went to the emergency room for bad cannabis that wasn't tested. It's so dangerous to be smoking untested weed. I know, Danny, that you don't do it, even your own weed.
Right. Well,
test
we
your own
remember.
Because you
We
want
remember
to-
paraquat. We smoked weed with paraquat and all kinds of nasty stuff all over.
Hey, was
it,
that
so
sarcasm
we're
that Ed was
still
using
around.
right there?
Ed was
That was
Ed was
sarcasm.
using
Only
sarcasm.
imagine.
Oh,
That was the classic Rosenthal.
No, you
Rosenthal
didn't
wit.
smoke paraquat. You
Oh,
didn't
look what we
smoke
got here.
paraquat weed because it had the weirdest taste. You'd spit it out. Really?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's traces of it though here and there, and I mean,
we should get that off the
listen,
screen.
Right? It's too late, bro.
I
You
can
saw
remember
it.
breaking up. I remember breaking up bricks of Mexican that had like, you know, flattened out salamanders.
Oh yeah,
in the middle of it.
Mice. You get
So,
mice
you know,
and all sorts
mice.
of yeah. For
Isn't
sure.
it the legend
All
they
kinds
sprayed
of-
WD-40 on it or something?
Well, they used to spray the thing is it's the same deal as like when they were making hash and they use any kind of oils around it, you know, because they would be like, yeah, just spray some of that spray Pam on the inside of the thing so it won't stick to it or something, and then that's the last thing you want to have. Hey, we got Christian from DabX also joining us.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Ed, Danko. So this is Christian from DabX. He invented this thing right here, man. Like, actually thought it up over the course.
He thunked it.
He thunked it. And he just changed the way people use electronic rigs to dab. It is totally different concept. You don't need to have a bunch of Q-tips everywhere, and cleaning it is not hard. It's really easy. I love this thing. So if you don't have one, I'm sure we can talk to the guy who actually invented it and owns the company and see that Danny Danko, or excuse me, sorry, Danny, formerly Danko, now Vinkovetsky, and Ed Ask Ed. Oh shit, Rosenthal. Should have the guru should have the greatest of the greatest.
OGs need ghosts.
Oh, look where he is. He's where Isaiah was, right? You can show us all make us feel like we're in a cold pool. Show us all the glass that you have behind you on the wall there. So
special.
It was like,
well, this is all of our Dabex kind of goodies. It's our like little wall where we have all different stuff that we have. This is our little dab bar. We have a bunch of different goodies here, stuff that we're prototyping, and glass that we make to play with. And then we have the wall of shame. We have some of the nasty ones here. This piece of junk and that piece of junk that we use as a And these are some of the glass pieces that we're always playing with different stuff that we're making to put on the go. So these are all just like little different things that we're just creatively playing with. This is something coming out soon. This is a $100 dab rig. These are gonna literally sell for $100, but it's like almost like a sippy cup,
No, I just said it yesterday. I said it yesterday. You need to turn it into a Stanley Cup. Is what you need. You need to convert that into a Stanley Cup. So then you can. Then everyone's like, "Oh Jesus, that douchebag's got a Stanley Cup," and you're like, "Yeah, no problem, right here." Pink. You gotta get the pink one. The pink one that everybody wants, of course.
There is a pink one. Obviously, the ladies gravitate towards that all the time. Oh, the pink one. God bless them.
So Dave hooked me up with your rocket rig, which is awesome. Thing rips. Could you explain to me like how does it self clean? It's awesome. It's incredible, honestly.
Well, we have two atomizer styles right now. The only ones that we sell are what we call our staged atomizers. And we call it staged because we're like a Puffco or a lot of the other styles. They have what we call a bucket style atomizer, where product you put in it, all the product that you put in it gets to the same temperature at the same time.
Right.
So whether you put in a little teeny dab or you put in a half gram, it all gets to the same temperature at the same time.
And then you got to clean it up, right?
Then you got to clean it out. Okay, so there's pros and cons to that. Okay, so a stage style atomizer, the reason we call it staged is because when you put product in, the only product that actually gets heated is the product that melts down on the side. So if you put a bunch of product in, like heavy smokers tend to shovel pretty heavy, because we're dabbing back to back, and we might have a group of people there keep it going. So we're loading it up and we're taking a dab, and we don't have to stop and clean the whole thing out between each hit. And that's why we created this staged atomizer. So you don't need a carb cap, because it actually does what a carb cap does internally inside the atomizer. The geometry inside mixes the air and creates the vapor. So that's why you can use it on the rocket or on the go, the same atomizer. It doesn't matter which way the air flows. The geometry is built inside. So when you can keep shoveling and keep smoking, it just, as you keep smoking, the product that's in there melts down until it gets to the bottom where the vaporization happens, and then it's all gone.
That's the staged part.
And then if there is any excess because you're overloading it, like I always do, then it will drip through. But the funny thing too is when I look at the quality of the reclaim, it's so much different. It's like actually got color still, and it's not all just because it's not been heated up. So that's the problem. Is the other ones, it's like the only way it gets there is by overflowing over the top of it and dripping down into it turns into this, like, it's more of a mess. So
if you look at your reclaim after it's frozen, and you're like me, you will have a tough time throwing it away. You just find a plastic bag and you put it in there, because I can't. I look at it and I go, oh my gosh, this has to have a use. I mean, we have to make pills out of it or something. But have you ever tested it?
I was struggling to get really strong edibles at night because I personally like it at least 1,000 milligrams or more. And if I'm eating conventional edibles that are out there and I try to eat 1,000 milligrams, it's like I'll have diabetes in a week.
Yeah.
So as you'll see, I make a lot of these. You guys see what that is? Can you
It
see
looks
that?
like it's a reclaim capsule.
Reclaim chips, basically,
Yeah.
right? Like, yeah, look at the color. Hold it up. Hold that up to the light, because then you can see the color. Because that's what I was talking about, basically. How it.
So you can see the DabX logo.
And it's got the logo in it, but yeah, it's pretty good for reclaim. And again, like you can definitely make edibles and all sorts of shit with it, and it's like activated. You know, that shit rocks.
I just snap it and swallow it like a pill.
Yeah, you can just put it in the drink. You can do whatever.
I just break a piece off and swallow it. And it's the best edible in the world.
That's right, for sure. No, I give it to my friends who, same deal. Like they need to have power to even make it work. So I'm just like, here, just take this, put it into whatever, and especially out the gate, they get rocked. After a while, they can build a tolerance up to it, so they understand how much. But the very first couple times, they'll be like, "Holy shit, dude, that didn't really work," because it's already been heated up, so it's already activated. You know, it's pretty dope.
The second time I did it, I ate a lot. I swallowed 2 big chunks, and I went to bed. And I woke up in the morning, and I was like, "Man, this is all right today. What's going on?" All of a sudden, I was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot I ate that last night." I was like, "All right," and I've never ever, nothing ever did that to me in my life. So it was pretty awesome.
That's like every story we've heard from our HR director about when she eats a 50 milligram right before bed and forgets the next morning and can't wake up.
Well, that's how I know if edibles are ever any good, because it takes so long to process in me that I don't even notice it until the next day. The next day, I'll be like, by the amount of grit in my eyes, I will know how high I really got, even though I didn't quite notice it during the day because I'd be smoking all. Very rarely am I just eating the edibles, right? So it's like, blame it on the weed.
Hey, for you chat gangers out there, Mike Denver in the house. Holy moly. IROC.
This place is raging.
There's like 40 people here, and I believe the barbecue's about to start to come off.
Oh, man.
So you should definitely come down to So High. Damn.
So what's up with Champs? Is he coming or not, or what's it? Didn't work?
No. Oh, we'll talk about that. Champs is, as you know, a fucked up entity, man. I love them, but holy moly, they have rules and hurdles and hoops to jump through, and I'm really looking forward to going there. And I will say that I don't think any conference can go on unless it was kind of fucked up, because that's just the way it has to be. But why the hell not? I'm totally down.
Confiscate your shit.
Say that again?
At least Champs won't confiscate your shit like they did at MJ Biz to us.
Oh yeah. So was that MJ Biz that did that, or was that the 5-0?
No, it's MJ Biz Security.
Oh, see, I got it totally wrong. When I heard the story the following day, I understood it like it was 5-0 that was there. But it was their security, those fuckers.
Yep.
That's terrible. I mean, that makes it so much worse now, because they just took it and smoked it.
Took 5 ounces. Damn.
Yeah. That's not fair.
Painful.
Well, let's hope that doesn't happen.
Especially because it was on the first day or something, right? Was it on the first day?
It was in the first 2 hours. They took 5 ounces of concentrate.
Wow.
Whoa. Yeah.
I want to make a joke and say we actually dabbed there before that happened, so we got our
somehow
dab.
we managed to come in. We probably caused it. We probably caused it. to be quite. It must have been our fault.
Maybe they were following Adam.
They missed. No, what was happening was people were behind containers smoking blunts.
So for those of you who don't know, Christian doesn't do anything small. Okay, he used to build, design, and drive drag race cars. Okay, so he's a little fakakta in the head for just doing that whole field. But his booth is a 20-foot steel shipping container that has been converted to the most amazing display, with a bar on the end of it, and display racks and mirrors and lighting.
No alcohol, dab bar.
Dab bar. Wait, I think Ed fell asleep.
No, his eyes are open. He's looking right at you.
Is he?
He's looking right at you.
Oh, okay. I thought you were backlit.
We're trying to keep it nice and quiet so we can get the full effect.
The halo behind your
head. Ed has fallen asleep on the show. He's eaten on the show. He's forgotten his microphone was on and went to the bathroom. A lot of stuff. Oh, look at that one.
See, now this is what we're talking about.
Yeah, we need that mega top.
We need the mega top. We need the mega top. We need the mega top.
We're gonna do.
Except we need a flag on the inside. We need to add a Dunn Show flag on the inside. Yeah.
You don't find it so like cosmic or kismet that the
Our
show
logos are the same.
logo is so similar to the DabX logo?
I know, it's nuts.
Bro, yeah.
That's right.
You were just saying that, Ed, weren't you? When you were talking to Danko earlier about it? I know you were.
It's like, shut the fuck up.
Point of discussion between the two of us for a year or more now.
See how it is?
He's good. He's good.
And so, Christian, I don't know if you know, that's Ask Ed Rosenthal, who was High Time Magazine's, the guy, the guru of ganja. And I don't know if I can call him his protege, but I'm sure somebody who was inspired
protege, I like that.
by him early on in his career, who was a prolific writer for High Times for, 10 years, Danko?
Close to 20 years.
Close to
actually.
20. Went by the name of Danny Danko, although we can say that. If he says it out loud,
He gets
injunction.
fined. Yeah.
Instant lawyer letter.
Damn, they're on the door.
I got High Times to like about 2002, 2003. I used to read it a lot.
That's only, that was fine. It was good until
That's
then.
right when I started.
Started.
Named Danko.
Well, started writing. Yeah.
I had the Phototron and the Ask Ed column in your
book.
books.
Phototron.
I ordered the
Brothers.
Phototron out of, I think it was High
It's a
Times
right-
or Playboy or something.
It's a rite of
High
passage.
Times?
Yeah.
It's a rite of passage.
I still have it in the storage unit.
No, bring it in.
I found the original clipping from when I ordered it. Like I kept the clipping where I cut, and I have that still. And it was like, that thing was a piece of crap, dude. Man.
I grew that thing. I grew some great bud in that thing over the years, and like living in little ski town houses and stuff. I'd shove it in the corner.
Yeah, I had it in
when
the
the landlord
closet.
comes over,
I just found this from '94, the 7th Cannabis Cup.
That was the year after ours.
Guidebook.
Fresh.
Positronics.
Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah. 94.
And it was super hard to get anything until I got out of there and came out to Cali. But I grew up in Pennsylvania, and it was like if you got caught with a gram, you were in the cover of the local newspaper.
Tax Party House. Look at that. That's so funny.
Tax Party House, schedule of events. And so this is 30 years old.
There you go.
That's awesome.
What's the
94.
penalty in Pennsylvania now? It's probably just as bad.
No, they have medical. They don't have rec yet, but it's getting close. They've laxed now. I still wouldn't want to. Back east is just a whole different breed of cop.
Yeah, I don't want to go to any state.
Was that when
doesn't
Annie
have
was
rec.
working
not
there?
friendly there.
Danny.
Especially cannabis.
You bet.
Is that the year? Is that the year Annie was working for them? I think.
I would imagine so. Yeah, I think.
They got rid of it. They kicked us to the curb. That was the year they kicked us already to the curb. Boom. Yeah. Yes.
And hey, let's shout out Chef Ra. Rest in peace. I enjoyed what he used to write. He was fun. There are a lot of writers. I mean, I used High Times in so many ways. And think about it. They had the High Times price report at the end of the magazine.
THMQ or whatever it was.
THMQ, yeah.
That was so great. I mean, it was. Come on. I mean, it was a little bit of bullshit, a little bit of something, but
You could get stuff in there and know that it was real because you put it in there, and that's about the only thing you knew was real. The rest of it, you're like, I don't know, maybe.
Right.
But occasionally, you could throw your hat in the ring there and get something.
I'm pretty sure every $300 ounce back in '92 was AJ sending it in, just so he can say he raised the price.
I don't know. I doubt it.
What'd you think of that article? Did you read the whole story about AJ being the return of the godfather of sour diesel to New York?
In the Forbes one, I wrote one for Northeast Leaf for the December issue about Flower House and AJ, and I didn't read the whole Forbes one. I saw it posted. I got to get to that, but.
Flower House.
It's funny because they turned it into a little clip, and it's all like AI voiced and stuff. It's like it's great because it doesn't pronounce anything correctly, and it's all in robot voice.
robot AI voice.
They used robot AI to do it. It was great. Anyway, yes, hilarious.
So this is interesting. You have California on the bottom, and you have New York up top. California has too many dispensaries, too much cannabis. New York has no dispensaries and 2-year-old cannabis. So what's wrong with that? Say that again, Christian. Something's up with the Zoom tonight.
You guys got 3,000 bodegas.
That's right.
Yeah, you can buy lovely hemp
and
there.
50 applications for licenses being processed. Is that what you said earlier, Danny?
Well, there's just the license ran out. The period to apply ran out in December. They're going to announce the new licenses, I think, sometime in March.
How many are there going to be?
Ganja in India, yeah, that's awesome. I saw that on your Instagram. Man.
Travis.
Licensed legal shops, there's about 50 throughout the state of New York. So about 30 or so in the city and near the city, and then about another 20 upstate. They're limited to selling flower and concentrates and edibles, all that have to be grown in New York and processed here. So, they're kind of at the mercy of the weather. You can't even grow indoors yet. It's all either greenhouse or outdoor.
Which is weird.
It's tough. The new licenses do allow for some indoor for the micro licenses and things, and so processing and some. There's a lot of applicants who applied in the previous round that haven't been able to open because of some lawsuits. So, it's just slow bureaucratic BS progress and headaches.
Who got into their ear about the outdoor idea, though? You think who's a big proponent to that?
It was so that they could get the hemp people in, right? To give them a sunset.
I think because the first round of cultivation licenses went to people who were already growing hemp.
Yeah, which makes no sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And none of them were growing hemp indoors. So it's a weird, convoluted, bureaucratic process.
What do you got there, Eddie?
Oh, that's his travels in India. I'd like to hear about that for sure. The charas. That's the true.
Show and tell with Ed down in the corner.
This reminds me of when George Bush was reading a children's book to kids upside down. I don't think that really happened. That was the first Photoshops.
What part of India?
Madhya Pradesh.
Wonderful. I spent 1.5 years of my life in India as well.
Sorry?
I spent 1.5 years of my life in India. It's beautiful.
Well,
when you were 1.5 till you're 3, and I remember nothing. No.
When was that, Christian?
I started going there in 2008, and I would go for a couple months at a time. Go every year, sometimes twice a year. But I would fly into Mumbai and go down to Coimbatore, and then take a car 3 hours into the jungle and stay at an ashram. And typically, also all sorts of stuff. I love the whole culture. It's one of my favorite places to go in the world.
Dope. Cool. Go milk some ganja plants.
Yeah, I would like to do that.
I love charas. It's always good.
Say that again, Christian. We didn't hear you. Your mouth moved.
This while I was there, so this is very interesting.
What year was that, Ed?
This was in 1981, and it was still legal.
Yeah, that's
wow. Oh, it was legal then.
Yes.
When did they make? When did they out?
Well, they signed a single convention on narcotics and dangerous drugs in 1961, and it gave them 25 years to clean up their act. So it became illegal in 86.
Yeah. Wow.
But I was in 81, so. Well, briefly, the story is that I'm looking out from a train, and I see this field, and I get off at the next major station and go to the capital of Madhya Pradesh, Department of Agriculture, and tell them I wanted to go there. They proceeded to help me get there, I get there, and afforded us all the luxuries that the state could provide.
Ed, maybe there's a chance you could send Christian a signed copy of that book. I know he'd appreciate it.
It'll be out in a month or so. And
it took a while to get published. Jesus, 81 to now. A little slow on the publishing. No,
I couldn't find a publisher.
Yeah, just do it yourself now.
I think Danko's getting into book publishing, amongst other things, so maybe he can help you out.
No, I'm doing more grow classes, beginner home grow, because I really think that's the solution to the problem, at least in the short term for the individual consumer. If you're worried about, paying $60 an eighth for, upstate grown hemp or whatever it might be, I would say,
grow bud yourself.
Exactly. 6 plants per person, 12 per household. The limit being on the number of plants and not the size of the plants. So just veg them out a little longer, flower them, and fill up a bunch of jars, and never have to pay for it again. That's like, people are always asking me how to get into the cannabis industry, and I'm trying to get them out of the cannabis industry.
And are you like going to people's houses to do like one-on-one education, or you?
Not yet. I mean, that's certainly on the table. But right now, I'm just putting together Grow Bud Yourself Academy, which is basically courses for beginners and intermediate growers to just basically come and learn hands-on with equipment in the building to show people what a tent looks like, what a home grow, what type of space it takes up in an apartment, particularly important in New York City where we don't have a lot of space. So the idea is just to make people self-sufficient, and I do think it's not really that hard. You just have a nice small tent for your moms or your vegging clones or your vegging plants or whatever it may be, and then you have your flowering tent for your flowers, and maybe even a drying space for the drying and curing, and that's all you need. You don't have to ever really worry about the industry or any of it again.
I'm seeing a sitcom here of you going to people's houses and teaching them all how to grow.
I mean, look, if someone wants to pay me what that's worth, what that's actually worth for my time, I'd certainly be willing to.
Do you do the
engage.
T-shirt thing?
If they're willing to pay that amount, they might as well just go to the dispensary and buy it, unless it's something that they'd like to see in their home, like a hobby,
No, you have to do the thing at the end, like exhibit, where you go like, "You've been dankoed," and then you can like flick their shirt, and then it's official. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
So you said
on the grow with Danny Danko.
You've been dankoed.
So Danny, you said grow boxes. What exactly is that?
Grow boxes?
Like you're saying? Did you say all-in-one grow boxes, or am I just imagining?
No, I'm just saying that with a couple of tents, people can be self-sufficient.
Okay. Cool.
And you can do it in a box too.
I thought that maybe you had some kind of product or something that was kind of like.
No, I mean there's a bunch of different products out there.
Yeah, sure. No. I misunderstood.
Yeah.
That's
no worries. Yeah, no. My product is just education, just teaching people, especially beginners. I like to take someone who's not a green thumb at all and try to convert them into an indoor farmer or an outdoor farmer or a greenhouse farmer, whatever. But really, just even if it's like a grandmother who wants to grow for, to make some brownies for medical purposes or whatever it might be. For me, it's just getting people interested, getting them in the door, and getting them started. And then, there's still so much more to learn out there in the world. But I think there's going to be a lot of people, entry-level people, in the very near future.
Damn, from your lips.
Awesome.
From your lips.
Yeah.
So we got our buddy Travis in the house. He's on his way to a Disco Biscuit show. I noticed.
I am.
Did you find somebody?
I did.
Okay. Okay.
It was fast.
It wasn't that hard.
Fast.
That wasn't too hard, huh?
Very fast turnaround.
I was thinking that wouldn't be a hard sell.
Oh, you had an extra ticket to Disco Biscuits?
Yeah.
Got it. So, what's the what's his name? Mark. Who's the bass player in the Biscuits?
Mark Brownstein.
Mark Brownstein is one of the founding members of Headcount,
yes,
along with Bob Weir, which has been getting concert goers registered to vote since, I guess, the campaign right before the first Obama administration.
I mean, I feel like we're going back to like the O's, 05, 06, something like that.
I remember I was one of their first volunteers. I used to do all their hotel logistics for all their traveling teams. So if you're not registered to vote, get registered to vote and go to headcount.org. Huh? Look at this.
And vote in local elections.
Yes. Think globally, vote locally. Is that the way it goes?
Surprised you got it right.
Is that it?
That sounds like one of those classics. You just fuck it up every time you try to say it. You'd be like, think global, local. What is it? Local or global?
Fool me once.
Fool me once, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
In fact, I Googled it to copy that proverb to put it out there. So that's just...
Nice work.
So sick and tired of that shit, man.
Good job, Dave.
I just, it's like I'm not a fan of calling someone out. But if you recently tried to get in touch with me and fool me again, I posted something for you on Instagram the other day.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You want me to go put it up on the screen?
No, it's, it's a big middle finger.
Okay.
So, Trav, how did your gifting thing go? How was this?
Swimmingly.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Good. That's awesome.
Good to hear.
Everybody had a great time. No one had to deal with the rejection of not selling enough. There was no race to the bottom. It was beautiful.
Let me fill everybody in. Travis held a 3 days, an event.
Just an evening.
And gave away, I think the appropriate term is a fuck ton of mushrooms to people.
Hell yeah.
Is that right?
Yep. Lawfully.
Yeah. Lawfully. A fuck ton. Christian, fuck ton works in California?
Fuck yeah.
Okay. So New York, you're good with that. You have 150,000 fuck tons that you're going to have to throw out. So
They got lots of fucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how did you did you just invite people down there? Did you pre-qualify anybody? Did you have conversations with them? How did it tell us about the event?
How'd you keep cops like Dave out?
We invited cops and lawmakers, but nobody showed up.
Okay, I see.
I put a few taster posts out on social media just to see if anybody would have interest, and obviously people love free. And then it was just a matter of setting everything up so that it was a private event and that people were showing up with IDs. And I really saw that just giving away mushrooms isn't the responsible thing to do without also having the medical community, the therapeutic community, and the spiritual community on board to answer questions. And I found that most people that came to the event were very new to the space, which was really cool. And we had to cap it at 155 because the space was only so big. But yeah, I felt confident enough that we were within the parameters of the law to invite lawmakers and elected officials so that we could have eyes on things. And, they're about to go back into legislative session and create more statutory carve-outs here.
It's a lot of...
No, I know.
Dancing.
I know. So we wanted to be ready with an actual model that makes sense, a community model that makes sense.
And so, congratulations. Are you planning on doing another one?
Yeah, we're doing one in Boulder on the 25th, and I'm doing one in Carbondale this coming Friday.
Oh, great!
Wow.
Congratulations. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Congratulations. That's rad.
We really watch cannabis race to the bottom, so I figured, why don't we just start at the bottom and see what happens?
Why don't we just not even have a race?
It's actually pretty brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, especially because it's the reality of people coming at this thinking this is another big money maker, and it's like, dude, slow down, slow your roll, and watch this. You know what I mean? Like the way you were saying before, it's it's pennies, literal pennies or fractions of pennies per dose if you just are growing it in scale, and people got to realize that. You don't use it like cannabis, you know what I mean? You're not just we're going to sit here even at a microdose, we're talking 1 gram stretched out over fucking 10 days. You know? So,
Happy birthday. There you go.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Dave, listen, I gotta jump, but happy birthday and thanks for.
I don't even get one Dutch guy. Not at all. I didn't even want Danko. I wanted the Dutch guy.
He didn't even want you to
You
come
know?
on the show. You're supposed to be Dutch the whole
Fuck.
time. Yes. come on.
Okay, well, maybe after I have dinner tomorrow with Yair, I'll be more
He needs a
inspired
couple
to do
beers in him or something.
more Dutch guy.
You can't method it. You
two
have
Heinekens, two Heinekens in, and you're good.
It's not possible. Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
off.
say it's not possible.
Thank you. I appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah,
Thank
happy
you.
birthday. See you guys soon. Take care.
Later, man.
Nice
See ya.
Nice to meet you.
Yep, take care.
So the one in Boulder is when, on the 25th?
It's on the 25th. It's
Where is
sold
it?
out in an hour and 10 minutes this morning.
Dave can get in because Dave's a special guest. Right?
You need a special guest. I was thinking that this, I depends on how you want to go about it, but an event like this, what you're doing, it almost deserves like a national stage. Like somebody should be calling every news organization.
Well, we're getting there. The next big move is to show up at the crypto event, the Ethereum Denver conference.
Wait, when is that?
At the end of February, and they've offered to give me space inside the conference to gift. And then I believe we can get funding and get the information on the blockchain so that we can actually own our information instead of being mined.
Well, we have to get our brother of the show, Kyle, to advise on that, and then we need
we're
to
gonna be at the
call
show, too.
our other
We'll be
friend.
there also.
Yeah.
And
we have
this,
some.
And this space is also we're coming up with ideas of how to use the space during that show to kind of get people come down.
So you're going to be there?
Yeah.
So we'll just double down.
Yeah, let's do it. That's perfect because and then we this can be the after party.
Yeah.
So there you go.
No, I'm into that.
We need that.
But last year they had 20,000 attendees.
I know, it's huge.
And I would hope that at least 2% of them are true anarchists. So I think there'll be some good confluence.
Oh, I think you've got the right idea. I just think your math is a little off. I think you're looking at true. All right, 2%.
No,
but people who
2%.
can appreciate the ability to conduct a transaction without interference or
Yeah, participatory anarchy.
that's 60% of the people there. 50.
I mean, last time I was there, it was total casino vibes.
That's changed a little bit. I met somebody in the casino industry then back in 2019 before the plague, and he was converting $55 million a month into crypto for their online casino.
Wonderful. So where does that money go then?
Poof.
Towards other decentralization efforts?
Towards a smarter person who's been in the pyramid longer than you.
Right, but that's the same old game with just a different face.
I'm lately I have been feeling more towards maybe Elon Musk is right about that 36% chance that we're all photons in an alien computer program.
Well, I mean, that's one way to frame it. The Hindus could have told us this a lot longer ago than that.
Yeah, okay. If I were listening, I would agree. It's just strange times.
Yeah.
Strange things are afoot.
Yeah, well, the veil is lifting. There's more people that are having these peak experiences, and then kind of bringing that awareness into the matrix.
Oh.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of think that, you can go back thousands of years. There have been stories that were told, and you can go, you know what? Maybe we could explain it if right before that story was told, he ate a bunch of mushrooms.
Well, I mean, that's more than likely that is the situation.
Yeah.
There's a science paper that came out that is saying that the origin of psilocybin is about the same time that the asteroid that killed all the dinosaurs hitting.
No shit.
And
makes sense.
spores can survive the vacuum and radiation of space. They actually have the electron density of
I
metal.
sent that to the group chat.
We're entertainers on the air. Maybe the surprise was we didn't want to go and say, oh, by the way, to steal your thunder, Travis, I know you're talking about this. Mark actually sent that to us a few weeks ago.
Yeah, Mark's the best.
Well, yeah. through
We've all wondered.
Yeah, genetic analysis, they're able to trace it back. And
That's pretty cool.
the guy Kalindi that would take 50 grams at a time, came back with this insight from the mushroom. And now scientists are, doing the Columbus thing and saying they discovered it. And
How about you guys, Ed and Christian? Are you one with the mushroom?
Oh,
I think that was a yes from Christian. There it is.
I have some mushrooms almost every day.
Yeah, and I have a relationship because I publish McKenna's book.
Yeah.
And 2 other books on mushrooms.
And you had a kit last time we were talking to you. You were growing some. So you got 'em.
Oh, there's something. Somebody's giving me 10,000 grow kits to hand out.
Of course they are.
But they were so pumped that I was
That's a
giving out
fucking-
mushrooms.
Mark would like 3,000 of them.
they have these grow kits that they sell in Amsterdam. They're like $45 American.
Oh, was it? Yeah, they're really.
I have pictures. It's just a little Rubbermaid bin. It probably produces like a ½ ounce dry. But another
Little micro.
anarchist friend.
Nice, I like that.
Yeah.
I want that for so many plants.
Yeah.
That's going to be the future, right? You'll have a wall. You'll pick your plants for them. You'll stick it on there. It'll grow, and you'll just cut it out of the bag, and you'll eat it just like the mushrooms.
It's Phototron, bro.
Built in
Photo wall.
You know what?
Jetsons.
The easiest grow method is, right? You take an Uncle Ben's pouch of rice, heat it up to make sure that it's sterilized, and then just inoculate into the bag.
Yeah, I had some of those show up at my house last week.
Nice.
Like Uncle Ben's or the kid?
Yeah, someone was like, could you look at this and see if it's doing okay? But yeah.
Actually, Travis could be Ask Ed version 2 psilocybin. Just the next evolution.
Hey, Joe fellows, I have to go.
Thank you, Ed.
Thank you for having me on.
Hey, of course, always fun.
Appreciate you.
Nice meeting you.
I hope you don't have to go to Plan B. Bye.
Me too. Okay.
All right, let's see how
Bye.
fast he gets off.
All
Hold
right,
on.
here we go.
3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4.
We had a rotation change.
That was like 8 seconds.
That's good. The rotation was good. That was a good effect for the end.
Yeah, totally.
Last year when I went to Champs, I was walking around with a couple of my friends, and we stopped by one of my other buddies' booth that makes a lot of gummies, and they always made, Delta 9 and Delta 8 gummies. So they handed me a bag of gummies, and I looked at the bag, and it was they were 300 milligrams, and there was 15 of them in there, and I was like, oh, perfect. So I ripped the top off, and I ate the bag, and I'm chewing them, and I'm like, wow, these taste amazing. And I'm like, I don't taste any cannabis. I'm like, how did you guys do this?
No, those are the mushroom ones, right?
Yeah.
And that the girl turned. There was this one girl that was working there. She turns to me. She goes, "Wow!" I'm like, "What?"
She's the chilling moment.
A lot of mental fortitude. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Old school.
I always wanted to see somebody do that. Fuck yeah. And I'm like, what? He goes, that was mushrooms. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, all right, well, this should be interesting.
How was the day?
How was it?
No.
It was such a letdown.
Oh.
Mark also sent us a video he wanted me to tell you of the guy at the festival eating the whole mushroom.
Technically, that's
Like
only
an apple?
3 grams,
That one?
right? Like
Yeah.
3 grams worth, but not really.
I saw that.
Or something.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be good, but...
Don't you know that guy too?
It didn't feel like I ate a gram.
The guy at Champs who has that, I'm pretty sure Adam knows the guy too that has that company because he saw my badge last time and he goes, Adam Dunn Show. Oh, Adam and I go way back. And he's like, tell him to give, and he gave me a whole bunch.
The Shipper New Yorker guy?
It was something like that, but it had mushrooms in it, but it also had a whole bunch of Delta 8, so I threw it out.
No, I know exactly who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
see?
I know exactly who you're talking about.
I'm not into the Delta 8. We had on Dr. Mark Scaldone, and he scared the fuck out of us, and it was at the perfect time because Delta 8 was just about to flood the market, and it's just no bueno. We'll just leave it at that.
I fill it for customers, but I don't smoke it.
Yeah, no bueno.
Yeah, it's unnecessary.
Unnecessary.
Bad juju. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, let's make something that we don't need. Oh, great. But it's just because all the states that don't have anything. So for them, it's like, whoa, this is great.
They're doing dabs.
Say that again?
Doing D8 dabs.
Oh, damn. Vinny found, what was the chemical?
No, that was THCO. That was really bad.
Yeah, you're not supposed to dab THCO or you grow like a 9th testicle from your eyeballs.
Nice. Wow, you got an 8 already?
No, like you get another 7 from your eyeballs.
3 through 7.
Yeah.
All those conversions, I don't think any of that is any good for anybody. So I just stay away from any of the heavy conversion stuff.
Well, also, it's like weird when people tell you like certain things like, dude, it's 30 times stronger than, it's like 30 times what? Like, that never makes sense. Like, it never, ever, like, just like you're saying about disappointment, those are always the ones where you're like, really? 30 times nothing.
No.
Like, that didn't even do anything.
Never felt anything, so whatever. They're
But
just
then again, you know, with salvia or something like that, that's like the classic where you're like, oh yeah, let's do this 100x whatever, and then if it doesn't work, you're disappointed, and if it does work, you're even more disappointed with yourself. After that, you're like, this shit was bad. Like, nothing good about that shit, in my opinion.
Well, but I think we're at a state of production where, right, you started industrial hemp, you're right, cultivation for CBD back in 2016, 17. So there's enough extracted Delta 9 THC from the millions of bales of hemp that has been processed that there should be enough to go around. We shouldn't even need to discuss Delta 8 right now. That's just a failed CBD farmer, okay? There's enough Delta 9 out there. We should be using that.
There's a massive Delta 9 shortage on the West Coast.
What? Let's get you in touch with New York. They got 150,000 pounds sitting on the shelves. They're going to have burn that shit.
The leaders, the markets are, the leader price has gone way up because it just shot from 900 all the way up to 1,400 in the last 2 weeks.
Well, it's probably because like companies like Lagunitas are making Delta 9 stuff on the shelf and stuff. So those kind of, once you start getting people like, keep it coming, you know what I mean?
They're mixing it with beer?
No, they have their own drinks. They're making these like hop drinks that are not beer, but they're like hop infused with THC.
It's true
and
near
CBD.
beer.
And they're doing CBD, THC on its own, CBD on its own.
So is that isolated Delta 9 that you're talking about?
Hoarding and not selling. They're hoarding they're working together. The two biggest suppliers are hoarding all the supply and waiting till the prices go way up, and then they're just going to release all the liters. 2,000.
Wow. This sounds like 2018 all over again.
They were back to.
Hey, are they looking for 10,000 kilos a month of isolate? Because we guaranteed. I need it.
Yeah.
Coca-Cola's getting in the game. They're changing their way, even though they've been in soda for 150 years and never owned any of their sugar plantations. They're going to change their whole model right now and do it that way.
That's how it goes.
That's what it was like. Come on, you remember that. I mean, you were in the industry back then. You saw there was that 3-year period where Adam and I really almost caught that unicorn.
Oh, no.
There was the tail, and it was...
Well, the funny part was that you would call somebody up, and you'd be like, dude, I just got the same call. Like 5 minutes ago, I was like, really? Oh, that's bad. And then you'd go around, and it'd be like the same everything. Same paperwork, same fucking COA, same order, and you'd be like... it'd be the one where calculators would explode while they're going, they'd be like,
all I need is 0.5% on this deal.
I'm going to make $1 billion, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, why would they ever give you any money? And the funny part is that when any of those deals ever did go down, there was 9 people that just popped out of the woodwork that were all involved, and it was like, cut.
I get a piece.
It's like winning the lottery, You're like, yeah, I won the lottery. Oh, me and 8,000 people won the same lottery, Like...
We knew this guy in Las Vegas who used to broker very small, legitimate CBD isolate deals, right? He was like 30-kilo things. He never dealt with anyone who was saying, I need 90,000. And one day a supplier came to him and said, I have a new shipment in. Would you like it? They said, okay, send me all your paperwork. They actually sent a copy of his own COA from years ago that they just Googled and downloaded. And that's when the bottom just dropped out of it. And, you heard about, right? CBD pillows, CBD infused bed sheets,
Mattresses.
CBD tissues.
Mattresses.
Yeah, mattress.
Okay.
Bed cheese.
Yeah.
Psilocybin mattresses, bro.
Ooh. Your bed is like the substrate, and the mushrooms grow out, and you sleep on it.
And you just
We grow mycelium. You know, they make reishi leather, and they make packing materials out of mycelium.
Mark was just saying that the other day.
Yeah, you just prune your bed, and you can, as they pop out, you keep them fluffed.
I thought it'd be cool to convert my company to mycelium foam instead of using the foam that we do use.
Oh yeah, and you could just kick back in a giant leather chair and like smoke cigars.
No,
all day.
mycelium chair.
Yeah, mycelium. Yeah.
Mycelium.
chair, man.
Wouldn't be leather, man.
Oh yeah, sorry. Well, yeah, that's of course. No,
Hey guys, I apologize, but I gotta run. I have a meeting at 10 of. So.
I know you got to get to the post office with the gigantic tops for us, so you better hurry up. You better
I'll
get down
send
there
you my
before-
address. I'll make sure Jack and Miriam have it. We'll get them shipped right out.
Yeah, we need giant.
Look, you made us.
Look, guys,
we
we're
have
like-
Dabex envy now
we're
because we
we're
have cold
inferior.
pool.
We're inferior. You
Yeah,
know, we're
little.
nothing. We're nobodies.
Yeah.
Oh, God, don't tell me.
I'm going to be introducing these to 2 adult film stars next week. You
Nick,
really think
this
I
might
should
get-
have this one and not the porn star version?
Yeah, we can pull that out like, and I have this one. it'll help lighten the mood.
Yeah. Thank you, Christian. I love you, brother.
Hell of a pitch.
We'll talk
Having
soon.
me on.
Nice to meet you.
For sure.
Thanks, Dave. Happy belated birthday.
I
scumbag.
appreciate it. Dabex.com. Enter Dunn Deal. 20% off, baby.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Take care.
Peace
Thank
out.
you.
See ya.
Bye bye.
So that's his.
He invented this.
Sweet.
Right?
Yeah.
I know some people, huh?
If I was still of the persuasion, I would.
We don't use cannabis anymore?
Not since 2 Decembers ago.
Wow.
This is the
Wait, you and him.
We've
you
had
and
this
him
conversation.
Together.
So I know we have,
buddies
but
in arms here.
he's really good about getting people to fall off the wagon. Would you
Oh,
like
when
to
I'm
talk to
an
Adam
old
right now?
man, you don't have to push me. I will just do it.
Say something to him right now. Go ahead.
Don't worry, I'll send him a meme. I'll send him a meme that'll get him over, push him over the edge.
Yeah, I ate too many mushrooms. They kept telling me, one day you're gonna have to like stop doing that, and I was like, yeah. And then that day came.
Okay. Well, the mushrooms.
So wait, the mushrooms kicked you off weed?
Oh,
Those little
just
fuckers. Those little
fucking
fuckers.
mushrooms.
Those little fuckers, man. They're such troublemakers.
Yeah, but they did this like they strung me along with this like one day but they'd bring it up intermittently. It'd be just like a non sequitur like that you're stoned every day. You're gonna have to if you want the things that you're asking us for. You're gonna have to put that aside.
Hey, Tops, did Pretzel give you any pretzels this week?
I thought you were going to come with a pretzel cake. That's what I was
He said he was going to come by, possibly. They're in your freezer. How does that help us? Yeah.
I thought you were going to have a pretzel cake.
It's really cool.
That would have been pretty dope.
Pretzel cake.
Oh, it
fucker.
could have been. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Yeah. If only. If only.
Mike Denver's sister is here. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
Mr. X is in the house.
Don't come on camera, Mr.
Watch
X.
out, your cameras are over here.
Camera right there.
They're really close.
You're on.
You're really close, dude.
Yeah.
You're almost
It's so close.
Actually, your voice has been on enough that they could probably run it and pull photos of you from them.
The guys.
Them.
Hey.
Right, Travis? The mushrooms could do that, couldn't they?
Yes.
Yeah, see? How do I get on the list for getting one of those mushroom caskets? I think that's the business to get into.
I don't know.
I like the dinosaur story.
just
Let's go
call
back to
them
that.
up.
That was a good. That was a good.
Colorado's a conservation burial state.
Fuck yeah.
So I think you could just opt in. I think there's probably like a little box, like when you go and
You know what?
make
Something
arrangements.
tells me Mike Denver knows all about this, and if we had asked him, he can tell you everything it is. He'll give you the website.
What, like compost yourselves?
No, like they're gonna have you. Yeah, I mean it's compost.
Well, they put you in a suit, like some type of burlap sack that's been myceliated.
Oh, no, I like that. That's a good idea. Soak it in. Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Soak it up.
Yeah.
Chuck you in a hole.
Yeah.
Whip
Maybe
you.
a new way the mob gets rid of people.
Don't they
But I
sit
don't-
you standing up like that, right? And like,
Yep.
see you drip
I don't.
Down, see your. Because the drip down effect.
I just want to say he didn't notice us at all, or he didn't say anything about it.
No, I was saying the same thing.
Yeah.
He's very
It blended right in. He
So
didn't
is
say
that
anything.
is that competition? or what?
This,
Theoretically,
well,
but it's a
not
totally
really,
different vibe.
because you can't walk around. I mean, they make a device that
Oh, no, I
you
was
wear
gonna
on
say-
your chest.
Hey,
but
see, I can just pretend like I didn't hear what you just said. Would
could you
like
imagine
to
trying
try
to take
it?
Oh yeah, you want to try it?
Your first time.
It's cannabis.
No thanks.
Yeah, it might have to be cannabis. But
Ask again.
So it's a gravity bong.
Yeah.
Double gravity.
Okay.
Flip it over, go, and it pulls.
Yeah, I saw somebody like with the backpack on or something, like feeding people, and I was like,
yeah.
That's
what Dave's going to do next week.
That's not what I'm going to do.
No, we already set it up. I got it all set up for
That's
you.
not
You're
gonna
going to walk
happen.
around with this.
No.
And Adam Dunn Show flag. It's going to go above you.
I'm going to be at the Yo Tips booth, selling Yo Tips to buyers.
And I was
going to
buyer
come.
I thought we were going to do this with the big red boots. I got you a pair of those big red boots. and the flesh-colored leotards. I mean, come on. I have the
in
whole
the
look.
immortal words of James
Think
Bean.
about it.
Have you been? Have you been hitting the Deemer pen?
No.
You sure?
No.
That pen, you didn't load your Dabex with DMT?
No.
No, you sure? Okay. Because you're
I
talking
can
a little
gift you
crazy
some.
talk. No, thank you. I did my work.
Travis,
I've been
how do people gift at your event? Like, how do you get everything and then turn around and gift it?
What do you mean?
Well, in terms of mushrooms or whatever. Like,
They grow them.
And just so it's like a co-op, effectively, event where
So
everybody
it's
just comes and trades and barters or shares, essentially,
It's
gifts.
do you know what a temporary autonomous zone is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just like the people that show up are the cooperative in the moment.
Right.
You know, which is like really beautiful. And I have like reserved a handful of tickets for what I call generous gifters that are just like bringing tons of mushrooms to make sure that there's, you know, that people are able to leave with something.
Sure.
You know, or more than one something. And the first event, people left with bags that resembled Halloween goodie sacks.
Right.
Nice.
I was going to say, is
That's
it dry
awesome.
mushrooms or mushrooms and edibles or mostly edibles? How does it work?
All of it.
Everything.
All of it. I was
Cool.
giving away freeze-dried and dehydrated material, and there were people with, you know, gummies and drinks and all kinds of
Mark
chocolates.
just, you should have seen his face. I mean, he's driving to Boulder, and he's going to meet you in Dillon or where? Carbondale on Sunday, or whenever you're going to be there.
But definitely, when I have some abundance, I would like to join in and just be
that's-
one of the people.
Oh,
That's how the whole idea started. I was at
that's cool.
this kind of mycology
You need to
meetup.
do you need to do a little jam jars.
Well,
little jam jars,
of
and then
the
you
honey?
need, you know how they say Bonnie on the top, the little jam jars. They go. You need to collect those and then give them out in those little Bonnie jars.
we don't use her name, Schmoopsy.
Schmoopsy, sorry, Schmoopsy jars.
Gosh,
Yeah, you know
how she doesn't want her name used?
Ever?
Schmoopsy.
Oh, she did.
That's funny. I like it.
Oh,
does anybody have a permanent marker? I
What
wanted
do you
to
got?
write
What do you-
something down.
What are you doing? There's nothing in there.
Nothing. I was making
There's nothing even in there.
I was
coming
making an
up,
IROC
man.
joke.
Can I finish my thought?
Oh,
and then I
please.
gotta. And then I gotta go.
We seem to do that to you all the time.
No,
I'm
it's usually
patient.
me.
I'm
But
patient.
now it's you.
I think it's
Well,
you.
the idea was really started at a mycology meetup where people were saying, you know, we love to grow and we have all these mushrooms and we don't know what to do with them. So I said, why don't we just have an event where we give them away? Seems pretty easy. Yeah.
Right.
Do you have any future ones that people could still get tickets to that Mark could put the link up to? Because you said they sold out Boulder in 12 minutes.
The one in Aspen / Carbondale hasn't been. The links haven't been put up yet.
Aspen because Carbondale's not far from Aspen.
Right. So we couldn't find a place in Aspen proper, and we found this place called the Cocoa Club, which is like a chocolate joint.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's perfect.
Ooh, good combo.
And
It's like, hey, well, guess what?
Collab.
They actually
We're
work.
in a chocolate house.
They work together.
Aspen Psychedelic Resource Center will be the folks that put out that information, and it might go up like tomorrow, because I mean it's happening on Friday.
You said Aspen.
Aspen Psychedelic Resource Center.
Oh, that's the second thing that popped up on my thing here. That's
And
crazy.
When you put the word Aspen in, that's the second thing that popped up.
Yeah, I put Aspen Psych.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden that was that.
And all the work that I do in that county, I dedicate to Hunter.
Cool.
Good to know.
So,
dedicated to Hunter.
Yeah, one of the biggest reasons I'm an activist is because of Hunter. So
Thompson?
Go some
Thompson,
yeah,
yeah.
of course. What else do you think? Come on. Right there in the core.
Oh, Dave really is a cop.
Just he's making you say it. Say it. Say the word. That's awesome.
Well, thank you for coming in, Travis.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Thanks for being born.
Enjoy your night with the biscuits.
Thanks.
Biscuits.
And, we'll see you very soon.
Thanks for coming on.
And then we'll talk definitely with get our buddy Kyle on the line with you, and he can already get this all dialed in for you. He's already got that already worked out, all the bugs.
I really think that there's something there.
Oh, yeah.
And the talk that I want to give next year at the Ethereum conference is what is the intersection of mushrooms, mutual aid, and blockchain?
Nice.
Dig it.
Wow. Look at that. That's like waiting for the next episode.
Headphone drop.
Yeah.
Always leave them
Headphone
wanting.
drop. That's good stuff.
Well, thanks again, Travis, for coming through. And we got Vinny. Oh, you got more drugs.
Oh, yeah.
He can't stop, man.
Dude,
He's
they're
already
almost closed, bro.
He's going back and forth.
We got lucky because we thought they were open till 9, but then it turns out.
Oh, he had to get there. Yeah.
2 minutes to spare, man.
Damn.
Okay.
Mike Denver, you want to come say hi to your fans?
Yeah, because he's not allowed on Patreon anymore because he quit. He's my big quitter. I was like, man, who quit? Mike Denver quit Patreon? Oh, no.
You can't hear the chat gang if you don't put the headphones on.
No, but he's only allowed.
Oh, it'll fuck up his hair, though.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay if you don't want to.
Well, there's no one even on the mic.
It's all right. Tony Baloney left us like that, too. But then he came back. He felt guilty. The guilt will kick in. Don't worry. It's one of those
guilt will
deals.
kick in.
You'll be like, man,
You'll get sad. You'll want to hear some shit, Jamie.
Now I might want to check that out. So what's going on?
Oh, not a lot. Just been chilling, settling into the new year.
Yeah. It's going quick already. I was like, holy shit. Someone's like this is going to go. Because this is.
Q1 is almost over.
Well, the thing about February is obviously it's a shorter amount of days, but it's also that time of year where it can be like sleepy one day, and then all of a sudden the weather can change and everything can go real fast, and then things just start happening, and then you're like, oh shit, we've only got. And then you got March is Chaka-blocka, and then
Chaka-blocka.
And then April, forget about it. Forget about it.
That's right.
Everyone's busy.
And then you're fucking rolling into the summer, and then for me, June is super popular, and then you know how it goes. Just
because it's your birthday.
Exactly. And then we're halfway there, so it's
yep. Where did it go?
The years are flying by. It's crazy. It's one of those weird winters though too, because it's like it hasn't been really bad, but it feels like it's been really long.
Oh wait, I just got like on the drive here, my phone dinged at me and it said prepare, and I look up and on all the Denver signs it said winter warning, weather.
It doesn't mean anything.
It be prepared.
I don't trust it. I don't believe it. I'm not preparing.
I'm somewhere right in the
driving
middle
around
of
with
the
no
two
gas, nothing in the car. No.
I'm gearing up for the Texas Solar Eclipse Festival.
Oh,
you going?
Yeah, so I'm super excited
What,
about
Fredericksburg?
that.
You're going right to the spot?
Yeah, so the eclipse is going directly through this festival outside of Austin, so it's going to be in the path of totality. So in the shadow of the eclipse, which is like the 2B spot, and there's a bunch of like...
What's Fredericksburg, basically, right? Sort of that area? Just outside of Austin? No,
I don't know Austin that well.
I think that's what it is, because that's like the kind of like that's for all the...
What's the thing called?
The Texas Solar Eclipse Festival.
There you go. Well, I know that's definitely
it's
one
the
of...
second thing that popped up, dude.
No way.
No wonder Jamie's so good at this shit, dude.
Why? Because it's easy? Because it's really not hard. You just turn it on.
Burnett, Texas.
Huh. Okay. Well, look up where Fredericksburg is, because I know that's...
Whatever, dude.
You don't know.
So I'm excited about that, though. There's going to be some, like, Paul Stamets is going to be there. People from Maps, Rick Doblin's going to be there. So there's, like, a bunch of the psychedelic, I guess, community's going to be out there doing different things. Meow Wolf's going to be there with some immersive art stuff.
That's sick.
So it should be a pretty good time.
Sounds like the place to be.
Telly was saying he's playing for that.
No way.
Yeah, him and Josh are DJing for that shit.
They're going down there?
They're playing in Malwolf. They're DJing in
Oh, no, we're
Malwolf.
talking about...
Oh, in Meowwolf, yeah.
He's talking about...
Yeah, for that thing. Yeah, he'll be there for that.
What are you talking
about?
about?
Word.
Oh, down there. Okay.
Yeah, it sounds like Meow Wolf's doing a whole like gig down there too. There's a crazy, overwhelming amount of artists.
Here you go. Let's put the timer on him. Chicken timer. Go. But
yeah, I'm excited about that. Want to hear Paul Stamets talk.
Hey, he's using his teeth this time, though.
I know, he's slowed
It was
way
all
down.
lips last time.
He slowed way down.
And, well, look how he's eating them, though. He's eating them sideways. He put them in, like dong-wise.
No, he did the crazy dealers making you smoke a joint with him after.
My son's here with the puppy. Outside.
Okay.
Outside, though.
I found Fredericksburg. What do you want to know about it?
I just want to know if that's because that's supposed to be.
It's to the left of Austin.
It's right there.
To the left.
To the left. And
Let's
where's that
put
other
it
place?
West.
Put a camera on Vinny and let's watch him pop
And
all
that's
those
the-
pills. When he threw that bag down on the counter, it made such a thud. What did they prescribe to you?
But yeah, I think the mushroom stuff here in Colorado is, at least for the legislative cycle, I think it's going to be pretty chill this year. The last bill they had was Senate Bill 23-290. That one kind of kicked the can down the road for them to come up with all the regulations and stuff until December 2024. So they're starting to gear up. I've heard that the Department of Regulatory Agencies is doing some like stakeholder meetings and stuff like that.
It also means that they make rules up right at the time when everybody's not looking, because it's like December 1st. You're just about to go into the holidays. You're all done with the thing. No one's got time for it. They're just like, hey, before the end of the year, we're going to slip a out. So that's also scary too when they start talking like that.
Yeah, and I think
they don't give you time to do any kind of no rebuttals.
Yeah, and they're just going to do what they're going to do. So it's not, they're not like our representatives. They technically have to do like this public comment period, but they're just like, well, thank you for your comment, but we're just going to do whatever we want anyway, is kind of the vibe that I think is happening.
Unfortunately, that's every time I've ever sat in anything with any kind of legislative kind of party. It's always been like, okay, we're done here, and we're making a decision anyway. It doesn't matter what the fuck anybody of these people say. They're all crying. Oh, I have a kid. It's like it's been ones where it's been like the only thing that got their attention had nothing to do with compassion. It only had to do with making money, right? And it was like, oh, that could make us a lot of money. That sounds cool. Then all of a sudden you saw everyone wake up. But there was always like, before that, there were all these families that had come to Colorado, and it was like treating their kids with CBD and with cannabis, and they didn't even give a fuck. They were just like, whatever. So it's sad to see.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of
Hey,
people.
Mark, look in the Zoom waiting room. Just Jesse, no? Oh, okay. Then he'll come on in.
So yeah, I just heard about people trying to move here to Colorado. They're like, oh, mushrooms are legal. Like, let's all pack up and move, And I think there's definitely going to be an influx, which is to be expected. I just hope that the folks that are moving here are going to treat it with respect, treat the pre-existing community with respect. Don't go too crazy and catch the eyes of the legislator and give them a reason to shut down personal use sides of things. People like, I know they talked a little bit about a few episodes back. Travis was talking about the dude in the Westward article who was off down here in Denver, just like giving people advice and being like, oh, this eighth of golden teachers is going to cure your clinical depression or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
And I think it gets into, some high profile situations. I think that gives the regulators all the ammunition they need to kind of put the kibosh, particularly on the homegrown side. And we know that the Healing Advocacy Fund / the New Approach PAC are just chomping at the bit to take out that community aspect of it so they can open up their healing centers and charge, exorbitant amounts per session, so just hope anyone that's, thinking about moving here just treats it with respect and gets involved in the community, come down to the Capitol, testify, if we all show up in numbers, I think the better it is.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's also people just don't get the wrong idea where it's the same as it is with cannabis, how something gets decrimmed and all of a sudden people think it's legal, and then especially people moving in to set up shop and not realizing there's not even a market set up, and the market that is here is pretty much already packed.
That's my son and his girlfriend right there. Jonah and Say hi to everybody. They said hi. This is Mike Denver.
The Mike Denver. I don't know if they're
the
not
Mike
any,
Denver.
not any Mike Denver.
Mr. X. That's my son.
Get over there right now and shake your greasy hands with him. Look at him commanding the room over here.
Won't even put the wing down. He's going to just...
No.
Hey, Dave, happy birthday.
Jesse Sternberg is on. I thought there was no waiting room.
No.
We can't see him.
No. Oh, no?
We can hear him. We can't see him.
I thought you were trying to hand me the extract.
There he is.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, now.
How's it going?
How are you? Good. Good.
Very good.
We are chilling. We got a full house here.
Yeah, happy birthday, brother.
Thank you. We're going to try to get somebody else to fall off the wagon. Mike Denver, you want to dab?
No, thank you.
This is your moment. This is your moment. Oh no, you should take one of these. This would be the way to go. This is
You
the way
want
to
one?
go.
You want one?
No,
Come on.
I'm
Hold
good,
on.
thank
Just
you.
start it up and I'll blow it in his direction.
After not really smoking all week from COVID, I took one of those and I was fucking...
So all I need now for this to make it a little bit easier is one button where just come on, it's got to automatically turn. They got to be an auto turn.
You are that fucking lazy that you need it to auto
That
turn
would be
for you?
dope,
It'd just be cooler.
Yeah.
Extra cool.
It
Right?
just senses when the weight's like right and then...
Or you just wave your hand and it goes or something. Touch free. Touch free.
I do like seeing Dave do it like a cat. You know, he's like...
Yeah.
Can you hand me a turp wipe?
I do like that too. I do like that
one.
too.
You have a turp wipe over here?
No, we don't. You know what? We need one.
Yep.
Because you know what? It's time to talk about sponsors.
Oh, we have to shout out sponsors?
It's already time? Holy shit.
I wanted to do a dab.
It's way past the time. What are you talking about? Whoa, bro. It's past the time. And look, we got one of our sponsors on.
Jesse just got here.
Look, he's doing a double. Yeah, but it's fine. He can hang out with us during the thing. And then he's going to come hang out with Patreon, too.
Oh, the Nuggets are playing tonight, too.
No.
Oh.
The Nuggets.
I forgot everything.
So look at Jesse's doing a double. He already did double promotion. Dabex and Yo tip.
Well, no, the only reason Jesse's here right now because he heard the Nuggets were on. You want to know the score of the game, Jesse?
No, I don't know it either, so I forgot.
I haven't watched basketball in a couple
back-to-back.
of years.
Yeah, Jesse's like, who cares? I'm with you,
8
Jeff.
p.m. It's okay. I got another hour. We're good.
Oh, yeah? You're good now?
Yeah, we're good.
Thanks.
So, yeah. Anyways.
So why don't you jump in on some of our
So
sponsors?
High Cafe.
If you want to eat chickens like a madman.
Chickens, beefs, porks.
Chickens, beefs.
Chickens, beefs, and porks.
No, there's no chickens left. Mr. X ate them all.
If you want to kill massive amounts of
getting some
chickens,
for
this
my
is the
Super Bowl
spot to
party.
do it. Oh, yeah. What are you going to do for Super Bowl? Are you going to do Super Bowl Chicken Wing Mania? Is that what's going down?
He has all kinds of shit going on, dude. It's
All
great
kinds of
stuff.
shit going
Oh,
on.
what, with those guys? With your
No,
guys?
I don't know.
No,
No,
he's going to pre-order.
I'm pre-ordering and taking it to my house.
What do you call
the
a
hell?
football
That is-
game with all the NFL's best vegetarian players?
Anyways,
Woke joke? Is it
The
a woke
salad
joke?
bowl.
hit them up. Get your pre-orders in.
SoHighCafe.com.
So High Cafe.
That was like a woke
If
joke.
you have a podcast,
Salad bowl, bro.
he's going to take care of you. He can record it.
All right, certain things have come to light, and you know,
Give you
has it
audio,
ever
video
occurred to
files, and
you
all that stuff.
that,
So.
instead of running around,
I'm gonna catch you guys on the flip side chat
blaming
gang.
me, given the nature of all this new
Right
shit,
on. And Ozo Coffee.
Ozo Coffee.
Ozo Coffee.
What can you say? Dude, I pound through that shit like
OzoCoffee.com.
nobody's business. I can't believe it. I watch it. It's funny because as I'm making it, I'm getting like I'm lucky because for a little while.
Buttered sausage.
For a little while, I had CC and the bro and everybody, and I was just like, oh my god, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it.
You almost ran out?
Yeah, it was real rough.
Oh,
it's
no.
a rough. It's a rough feeling.
So here's how you get 20% off the best coffee you'll ever drink. Because they travel around the globe, they have relationships with small family farms, and they have the beans shipped green to their roaster in Boulder, 1959 roaster, and then we get the pleasure of drinking it. So you go to ozocoffee.com, you enter Dunn Deal at checkout, you get 20% off your order. Oh, Dunn Deal 24. It's always year appropriate.
Deal
Please
24.
get it right.
Dunn Deal 24.
OzoCoffee.com.
That's right.
Buildasoil.com.
855-877-SOIL. Give him a call. Ask him any plant-related question, any mushroom-related question. Ask him for the Dunn deal. Order a whole bunch of ferments from Miles. Wheat should taste good, Felipe. Anything you need, give Build the Soil a call.
Yep, definitely best source.
Yo tip.
Where's Jesse?
Jess, where are you at?
Best tip in the game.
Best tip in the game.
All right, come on. We're taking a minute off. It's all you, buddy.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, on the spot.
On the spot.
How did you get a Yo tip started there, Jesse?
Through
anyone with $5,000 can access my Mason.
He's smoking a lot of joints and just getting together with some people and coming up with an idea. And I don't know, man. You put me on the spot.
I like my answer better, that it came to you in a dream about a better way to share joints so that you could do it safely amongst friends. So if the legend isn't the story, just go with the legend. I think
we'll go with that one.
I've said this for the past almost year and a half, 2 years. It's just a better way to smoke. Pre-roll tips suck. They don't hit.
I tried smoking one the other day without it, and it really was. It was just hot. It burned. I was like, yeah, I need
burns. Burns. You're like, it burns. No, it's funny because again,
it does. It burns.
You get real used to it, and you notice the difference with almost anybody. I saw Dave go up to like some chicks at the show and like,
what?
Yes, and then he said, let me see that joint. Let me see that joint. Put tip on. Smoke it now. Is it better? Yeah. It does hit better. It's like, there you go. Boom.
See, and I use mine.
It just hits better.
Smoking by myself, I just roll it into the joint. I smoked one on the way here.
That's not what you're supposed to do with it, though.
But I don't share it with anyone.
Smoke it whatever way you want.
I smoke it. It's like a Black and Mild.
Exactly. It's exactly that.
It's made by, yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. Then you go through them faster that way.
Yep.
Yeah.
YoTip.com
or find them on Yo Products LLC on Instagram, or find us at Champs next week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for 7 hours a day.
Yeah.
11 to 6.
Working like a dog.
You're going to spread those Yo tips far and wide.
Yes.
And so I want everybody to know who has been watching this Green Farms
commercial. Shout out.
I don't think he has any idea how to
like
change the amount of. Is there any way we can change how much grass is in it? Like with an overlay?
Oh, we could just put a picture of Adam Dunn show on the middle of it like that. Boom.
There we go.
Like put the
greenfarmsmed.com.
A lot of work. It's one picture. You can do it.
Done deal at checkout. You get 10% off your order, or you can just shop. Ask for the Done deal. You'll get 10% or more. Every secondary product on the market in Colorado. So that means everything produced by a MIPS, pre-rolls,
They got
hash
800
holes.
items on the SKUs. That's like a
Holy moly.
800
It's like
items.
going to a New York City Chinese restaurant.
It's like holy guacamole.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of choices. Greenfarmsmed.com.
Green Bros.
A lot of greens.
With a
Green,
Z
green, green.
in Las
Green, green,
Vegas. I'm sure they'll be somewhere around Champs. Maybe they'll be throwing a little after party. But you go to greenbros.com, you give them a call. Cullen might even answer. They'll help you out with any problem post-harvest. Or, what was that, Jesse?
Oh, no, my dad's just making fun of me.
Hey, Dave. And then they have the machine of machines, the roller of rollers, the holy roller.
Holy roller. Oh, come on, Vinny. You're missing out on your
believe everything that I say. It can roll 90,000 joints a second.
That's ridiculous.
Okay? 90,000 joints a second,
No,
Mark.
it's not 90,000, but it's a lot. It's a lot.
It's a hell of a lot of joints, and they all appear to be amazing. The machine is tunable. You just, if you're making tons of joints, you need it. So go to greenbros.com. You want to also pick up the bucket. you'll get 10% off the bucket. It's like having 5 friends that don't want to show up when you try to trick them into coming to your trim party.
That's right.
It's the perfect companion if you're there, if you're alone in trim jail.
You should have brought some weed here. People would have trimmed it.
Oh yeah, I did. I brought some weed that needs to be.
Oh wait,
trimmed
can
for
somebody?
me.
Yeah.
I
You
did.
guys, can somebody trim this for me while you're over there, man?
They're not gonna. No one's gonna do it. No one's.
Joe,
gonna
my
trim.
son ran a trim crew for 2 years. He knows how to trim.
Yeah, there you go. You
Break
give it
out
to
of trim jail. Green Bros.
Oh my gosh. The landlady was about to come on the real show and blow her. You blew my cover! Get on here. What are you doing?
Get on the show. You're fine.
You think the union's going to scold you for only doing Patreon or something?
Apothecary Farms. If
Whatever,
you
let's
are
just continue.
in Denver or Oklahoma and into concentrates, this is the place you need to go.
Yeah.
They have Max Out Mondays right now in at least the Denver location. I think all the Colorado locations have it, and it's a really good deal for 8 grams out the door, $120 of the single source product. And also they have their new single source flour on the shelf, so I think it's $25 an eighth and like $150 an ounce or something like that, so it's very reasonable. They have outdoor, which I think is even cheaper, so there's all that new at Apothecary Farms. Check them out. Tell them that you heard about it on the Adam Dunn Show.
Yeah.
Dabex.
What could we say? We just had him on. Go to dabex.com, enter Dunn Deal at checkout. It's the best discount they have, 20% off everything in the store. They're shipping the pen, the Pro Tool now. They're shipping the cleaning kits. Just go to dabex.com, Dunn Deal at checkout. We've sold nearly 500 of these things. Okay? So they just work. All right? Give it a try. Dabex.com.
For on the go, it's one of the best portable dabbing solutions there is out there.
There you go.
14er Boulder.
14er Boulder, one of their cultivation managers is sitting right over there.
So you can't say nothing bad about him right now. It's gonna be great.
Oh, look, they changed it. They've so this is they told me what I could say and I fucked it up. Just trust me, they have amazing deals right now. They're having like out the door $22 a gram or $25 a gram for rosin. The deals get better and better as they get closer to their 20-year. Is it 20 years?
This is 14 years.
14 years.
Right in front of your freaking mouth.
I should look at the screen for their 14-year anniversary. The landlady threw me off. I'm not used to her being here on the real show. Next, Mr. X is going to say that again.
No.
No.
Come on, Jess. Stop
Just
dreaming.
stop your dreaming. What are you talking about? Who's a cop? Whoop, 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 whoop.
To get premium terpy flour from a dispensary, 14er Boulder is where you want to do it.
14er Boulder.
It's a spot.
Oh, wait. Done Deal works there.
Oh, the Done Deal works there.
Done Deal works there online.
Ooh, online even.
KawaiHempCo.com. Check them out. Organic, made in Kauai,
See,
Hawaii.
if you went to Kauai, you could have went over and saw them. You were just so close.
Amazing
So
products,
far.
amazing pet products, fantastic company. You enter Done Deal at checkout. I believe it's 10% off your order. We're going to have on one of their guys real soon. We always have problems with the time change, but KawaiHempCo.com.
Mike, check on the landlady.
Tops, you want to do your own ad?
Okay, there you are.
Do your ad.
Quick, do your ad fast.
Quick, do your ad.
Hurry
Come
up,
on.
pretzel
Come
boy.
do your ad.
No, where's the
Save me
fucking
pretzels.
Cost you 3 pretzels.
Oh no, he's already. Yeah. That's a clash. That's a clash.
TakingTopsCannabis.com. Go ahead and go to TakingTopsCannabis.com and check out all the links there. You want to get on the Telegram
You'll
and
be
all
hanging
the
out with this
Discord for
guy.
all
This
the
guy will
action
be
there.
somehow on the other end.
Also, check out Dunkin' Dabbers on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
That group is awesome.
Yeah, come out and
How big is it now?
We're almost to 1,000.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Heck yeah.
I
But
think
it's all cool people.
It's cool, man.
we're gonna do another Turbocana giveaway.
Dave's not on there. You're trying to say? What are you saying?
Yeah, Dave isn't on there. Because Facebook.
It's only cool people on there, bro.
Way
It's only
cool.
cool people.
It's been a nice community.
Oh, okay.
But what-
so you have
what-
to make another one because Dave's joining. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, we're gonna make a group for Dave, and it's gonna be on Valentine's Day is where we're gonna start.
Oh, okay.
Valentine's Day.
Good job.
Valentine's Dave. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a new thing.
That's sweet.
It's not a day. It's a Dave.
All right.
Wow.
But
I'll
Taking
be in
Tops
Vegas.
Cannabis, check out all the links.
With porn stars.
And hit up Taking Tops here.
Yeah, come smoke with us.
Porn stars.
What?
Who said that?
Yeah. Oh,
Stundenglass. Stu.com.
Quick, get on it.
Oh, that thing took me out last week.
Enter Dunn Deal at checkout.
What about the
Jesse,
top
Dunn
right
Deal
side?
at checkout, 24% off your order. Okay? I'm not smoking this anymore. I'm just not on the show.
Hey, it's your birthday. You have to get.
I already hit it.
I know you did.
You need
You've
10
got
more.
to keep going.
1 for every year.
One for
every year.
You're only 30.
Tops?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you
that
only
guy.
got 29
That's
more
right,
to
I'm
go.
only 30. Thank you, Tops,
You
for
only got
that. I
29 more to
appreciate
go.
Oh, yeah.
But student, do we have a done deal there, right?
We
that-
do. Done Deal, and
Is it
it's 24% off.
It's
a
not
killer
only
deal.
for the. It's not only for the.
It's anything they have. Oh, did you see the other thing they're making too for this? To connect that to its own little rig now. They have-
Oh.
you can take the module and then you hook it up to its own little.
Oh, is that how we
Oh,
do?
okay.
Coming soon.
Is
It's
that how
coming
we're gonna
soon.
do it?
What's up? It's not really.
I like
Did
it.
you load it?
I did. I'm just.
There it goes.
I'm looking at it.
Dripping
That
down
thing
the
is so great.
Dave is too anxious. He's anxious.
I don't see what you're talking about. Oh, this thing.
It's coming up soon. It's a coming soon product. No, I don't think it's even out yet. I think I just saw it online on Instagram.
Wow.
So my buddy, I found
Okay.
out my buddy Craig Fox with Dead and Company is the one that worked this deal out to get it
Smoked
Grateful Dead.
lemonade. What's going on with that?
I don't know.
Let me see that. Let me
Stundenglass.
see that. No, go back down. Show me the lemonade. Show me the lemonade.
What?
Lemonade.
Damn,
Oh,
Dave.
sorry, dude.
Relax.
Dang.
Slow down.
Okay, you want that? I don't
Yeah,
know.
show me.
Yes.
I don't know how to do that.
You don't know how to click play?
You don't know how to play?
Oh, there we go.
No.
Gravity smoked lemonade.
What the hell? What the
Oh, it's just a glass top, right?
I don't get it.
Dave doesn't.
It's
Dave,
their lemonade company that had custom glass made.
Yo.
That's actually wicked looking.
That's interesting. It's
What
double
the-
pineapple glass. That's cool.
I really like it.
smoked lemonade.
So you smoke lemonade with some weed.
Is it weed?
Yeah. Yeah. that's a
Are
big
those
bowl of
lemons?
weed.
Those kind of look like pineapples.
I mean, could I like rip a bong that's filled with lemonade and then drink the lemonade and get the same?
Seems like
That
a big
Is that
feels-
like technically
I
what
don't know
they're
if that's
doing?
what
I don't
Sort of.
know.
I'm a little confused.
I would
Lemonade.
freeze
I'm
the
confused
glass.
by the whole campaign.
I would.
If there's
Doesn't
booze
look
in
like
it, my
lemons.
kids
They
will
could have
try
done
it.
way better job if that
Those
was
are
a lemon.
pineapple.
Go to
They
Spoon
look
Glass,
like
get the done
pineapple.
deal.
Those look
It's a
like
good one.
Yeah,
That thing will fuck you up.
Yeah, that thing will
All
fuck
right,
you up.
like that's why you're not allowed on here.
Fuck
Everyone
you
here on the
up.
set has said that. Like no one
What's
has
that?
hit that and been like, "Oh, that was all right."
What happened? You passed
No,
out?
they
Who's
usually
not hitting it?
They
Usually it's
usually
like-
hit it and then they don't talk
And then
afterwards.
like 3 hours later, they're like,
I've
"Shit,
seen it
I'm
on
ready for
Instagram
death."
for a while, but yeah, I've
Oh,
never.
taking tops again. Let's see.
Again? What do you get? Double down?
.com.
Yes, sir.
HortitechDirect.com. You're not going to enter. You're going to call them and say you heard about it on the Adam Dunn Show. They're going to knock 5% off your greenhouse. We spoke to a grower in North Dakota. Told us about a 3-day storm where it was minus 70 degrees outside with 50-mile-an-hour winds, and it never got below 72 in his greenhouse.
Wow.
So what else do you need to know? You go to HortitechDirect.com, you give them a call. When you buy a greenhouse, just remember, something I personally worked out for every listener out there who buys a greenhouse, 6 of those orange brushes right there will be included with every $30,000.
I thought it was
greenhouse order.
8.
6.
It's 8 now, tops. I'll change it to 8. In fact, why not make it 16?
I want 5.
Okay, so you go to HortitechDirect.com, give them a call. Amazing company, double walled. All the mechanicals are on the interior, not affected by the weather.
Dun-dun-dun.
6 degrees.
Terp wipes.
We don't have any. We have none here. We're 0. We're
Terpwipes.com/Dundeal. No need to enter a promo code.
Where are
Terpwipes.com/Dundeal.
they? Vinny, what happened to him? Vinny's
What happened to who?
Turp.
What happened?
What happened?
What happened?
Uh-oh.
I spy Turpwap. Wait.
Breaking news. Severe weather possible.
Oh,
First
stop
soil
it.
in
Run to life
space.
for
Dave's
property.
gonna have to go
Stop
home.
with your
He's gonna
breaking
zoom in.
Gotta go.
Yep.
Gotta
First-
Bio365.com.
Gotta go.
You're growing anything in the country, give Tim at Bio365
I'm about to
a call.
I'm about to get some of their flower, bio flower. I've never tried it before.
Bio flower.
The bio bloom.
That's one
The
right
bio
there.
bloom.
Oh,
Yeah, bio flower is the one.
yeah.
He's known for flying in a
Oh, the
helicopter
bio
and dropping
bloom
off
is what I'm
massive
getting. Let me see the bio
loads
bloom.
of
Show me the bio
soil.
bloom.
Oh, bio bloom.
I think it might be that.
I don't think anybody
That's what
heard
I'm
either of the words. Anything you both said talked right
Sorry.
over each other.
Yeah, that's what we
Wow.
Bio bloom.
I didn't even hear you talking.
Because you don't have your
You don't have
headphones
your
on.
fucking headphones on. That's
Yeah,
why.
man.
Get the fuck out of here.
I took him off to walk away.
Happy birthday, Dave.
Oh, thanks.
Well, now you're back.
What was this? Happy birthday,
Join
Dave?
us. Are you leaving?
I brought you.
Watch him
Check out
run.
today, Sticky fingers today.
Numbnutsco.com.
Enter Dunn deal at checkout. You get 20% off their peanut butter, their pet peanut butter, their CBD peanut butter, and the cinnamon almond butter.
I haven't
Even though
tried
I'm
that.
not a fan of almonds anymore because they use way too much water to bring them in. But it's really good fucking peanut butter. It's really good almond
Oh,
butter.
the almonds have been
But if you
killed
want
already.
1,000 milligram tubs of the THC infused product, then you can go to this.
You got to
website.
click your Find Our Nuts.
Find Our Nuts, and
It's
you're
about
gonna
1,100
find all
nuts
those
to
shops
make
have
a single
1,000
jar of
milligram
peanut
tubs.
butter.
Numbnutsco.com.
And I'm sure that they have it here.
Breckenridge Organic Therapy. Nope, they're recreational. Breckenridge Organic Therapy. Enter Dunn deal. Get 10% off your order. Bangity bangity boom.
Biggity, baggity.
Sunscape LED.
So they ship globally. It was engineered for the Chinese mining industry. It's the safest lights you could ever have. They're 100% waterproof, not water resistant, waterproof. Sunscape LED. Tell Jin you heard about it on the Adam Dunn Show. He's going to knock 10% off your order. If you are in Colorado, amazing rebates right now. Anywhere in the United States, they usually have a really good incentive program. He works with the rebate companies. He can get you into these things for a lot less than you could probably buy, like home lighting. So, sunscapeled.com.
Dun, dun.
Wow, that's usually not
This
like
is
you
Mark's
to not.
cue
This
to
is
go to
usually
the
where
next
he's like,
one.
Oh
we're.
my god. Okay, whatever, dude.
Whatever,
It's not my
bro.
fault you made a party over here and like everyone's
I know
all
we're
partying.
celebrating.
I mean,
Guess who
Oh,
made the
goodness.
birthday today?
It's off the
Without
rails
going to
now.
HR for losing her
We've just
shit.
gotten crazy.
His name
Someone's
is
getting
Rio, and he's higher than the sun. I should sing, right?
No,
so
no,
next
no,
Friday,
please don't.
Jerome Baker Glass, come down. I'm doing my side of the show there. We'll have a little gathering afterwards. He's such a trooper. I don't know. Will he give you a discount if you say he knows you, or would he charge more?
Probably more. If you
Yeah.
need less.
The Dunn
you
deal's
more.
20% additional.
Additional. So he's going to have a new product soon. It's called the nitrous-assisted bong, invented by this scallywag over here on a call with.
He's actually producing that. You can't.
Dave likes to talk-
I mean,
talk
like
loud.
Matt. I know you can't produce
Dave
it
just
for
talks.
that.
Did you
He
hear
just
me
talks.
talk about the holy roller that produces 90,000 joints a second?
Talk about buttered
I did
sausage.
hear that. You are always on your
Nitrous-assisted
bullshit.
bonds.
I don't know why.
Put your headphones on and get the fuck out of here. You can't hear other people.
Wow.
Oh my gosh! It's your
aggressive.
birthday.
Put the headphones
What
on.
are you?
he wants to celebrate with you.
Well, he just talks because he can't hear you talking, and he doesn't know, and then nobody hears
I mean,
anything.
he actually hears me talking, and I can't hear him.
Look at you go.
Correct.
You go,
I
girl.
appreciate you.
Love you, man. Fucker.
Jeez, sorry about that, buddy.
Whoa.
Sorry for
Hot chair.
Dave.
Now you're opening up this. Now you're opening up the space.
Sorry for the rest from the rest of the crew.
Yeah, bring us pretzels.
Ice.
Wow. That was it.
JeromeBakerGlass.com.
That's right.
Hey, you know what?
Why don't
It's
we just
February.
have Mr. X on?
SeedsHereNow.com invites you to escape the
And now I'm
chill and
tweeting
bring the
about you,
tropics
bruh.
to your
And now you're
doorstep.
trending, bruh.
With our February Frenzy, Pineapple Delights. Feel the warmth of the tropics in every seed with our flavor of the month, pineapple. And breeder of the month, Atlas Seeds. Savor the juicy, bold flavors and robust plants all month long. Fiesta of fruity fun. Fabulous savings and 20% discount all month long. Forget winter, it's pineapple time. Our pineapple strains and Atlas Seeds are here to brighten your days. Join our community. Share your pineapple grow stories and learn from the seasoned experts.
Hello, HR.
Mark your calendars, celebrate Groundhog Day, warm up your February with our winter warm-up weekend. Find the perfect gift on Valentine's Day Love-a-thon. Honor President's Day with presidential
Where are you
deals.
reading all this stuff?
And catch your
okay,
lightning
just found
deals at the end of month sale. Let's make February 2024 a month of tropical triumphs at seedsherenow.com. Join us, share the passion, and let's grow the most vibrant tropical garden together. Seedsherenow.com.
Turn it to drugs.
Jesus, that's really fucking long, dude.
That was great.
Where was it?
Where was that?
He sends that to me because I'm,
so confident, such a confident reader.
I'm a very confident reader. Do you want me to send it to you? Would you like to read it?
No.
You did great, Mark.
Mark, you did great.
You do that and you do apothecary
You
off
only
the
failed
cuff
on
really
like 5
well.
things.
Okay.
When you touch
Thank
this
you.
water, you don't get
so,
wet.
Seeds here now, dude.
No!
There's all kinds of stuff, y'all.
It's out of juice.
Not necessary.
Oh, right when you.
No way.
Hey, I got my charger thing, man.
I'm here, right here.
Oh, he's right here. He has.
Katie's gonna do it with her feet. Katie's gonna do it with her feet.
We got one charge.
Seeds here now is the genetics that you need. The breeders, they're right here, and you like them. I guarantee it. A lot
For
of them have
sure.
been on the show.
A lot of really, really
We've
great.
talked to a lot of these people, and it's all trusted genetics. So seedsherenow.com, check it out. And while you're at it, go to adamdunnshow.com and get some show merch. We got all kinds of stuff, dude. It's like
You'll get one hand.
stuff.
Really soft shirts.
And look at all these shirts.
Look at it. Look at it all.
I mean, and this is like a Stanley Cup copy.
I definitely need one with the flag. I have an old one of him with his beard.
What? Oh,
Yeah, what I had.
the
I
old
wore that.
beardy guy.
No, that
Now
guy.
it's
That
like,
guy.
I need the
Now you
slim.
gotta
He's-
get fuzzy head.
Now I've got to
guy.
get the.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Just hair.
That's-
All hair. Tiny face, all hair. All right.
If you think about it,
We're going to
it's
continue this
like-
party over on Patreon.
Oh,
We're gonna
it's
get this
already
thing-
ending.
I know. It's ending. We're moving on to Patreon.
Oh shit!
Thank you, everybody who showed up. Thank you,
We're gonna do
Jesse.
the next one.
Happy birthday,
Love
Dave.
you, brother.
Happy birthday, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Oh, and happy birthday, Dave. From
Happy
I've so
birthday,
much cake
Dave.
in my life.
Thank
Jesse,
you.
happy
Crazy.
birthday. And we'll see you soon, Jess.
Peace.
Peace.
Bye.
Repping out there. Take care. He's
The
done.
greatest moment of my life.
It's the Adam Dunn Show. I am your host, Adam Dunn.
This is a special request. We don't want you to smoke just to make fun. We want you to smoke the real thing. We want you to smoke the natural herb. Some call it marijuana, some call it sensibility, some call it dance break, and some people call it ganja. All ganja man in the house. Put up your name, put up your name.